What's up, everybody? Perfectly Techno here, and we're back for the anniversary of Bit Skirts and Halfwits.
Woo!
Yeah! I was actually trying to figure out how we played on both the first date and the anniversary, and I remembered that when we first started playing, we started on Saturdays.
That is true.
But we did it. We made it a year. Mission accomplished.
Good job,
Achievement
team.
gotten.
Good job, crew.
We are now 1 year old.
Win? Did we do it?
Did we win D&D?
Yeah, we made it. Our group made it a whole year without falling apart. Incredible.
The real challenge of D&D is scheduling.
Yep. It's not fighting the dragon, it's getting everybody to show up.
You know, I imagine if D&D, if there's a universe where D&D is just like the way people live, I imagine that's also a problem there. Oh, can you fight the dragon on Thursday? No, I have to take the kids to jousting practice on Thursday.
My wife really wants them to be involved in lots of activities, so they have jousting today. And then tomorrow, they've got stealth classes.
Jeez, and one of them wants to be a wizard. That's going to cost a lot of money.
It's true. I can't afford wizard college. You know how much spell components cost?
Maybe I'll just send him to a bard college and tell him it's the same thing.
The worst.
I'm going to give us another little cat purring content.
Cat purring content. Oh,
that was a good purr.
Oh, good.
That was a good purr. Are we gonna have to shame Isaac for being the only one that's not here?
Oh yeah, big time.
For sure. Alright, just as long as we're all on the same page.
Quick, what are we gonna say, you guys?
We should all at the same time say I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed.
In the group chat.
That's good. That's really good.
At Isaac, I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed.
Alright, type them up and get ready.
Okay,
hold
I gotta
on.
take the laundry upstairs.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Alright, mine's ready. Are we putting a period at the end of it?
Yeah,
just like
we
that hard
gotta,
period?
we gotta.
Yeah. God. Pat, are you
Make sure that all your grammar...
No. Should we do 3 dots?
Oh yeah.
So he knows we're really disappointed.
Alright, we're almost there.
Yep, we just have to wait for Ferret now. Truly exciting.
Rev said in chat, but I need to go... Honey, I need to go fight the dragon. We can't afford diapers if I don't fight the dragon. Ever since your dad encountered that elephant.
It's true.
They are not cheap.
So, this is something I learned very much recently, speaking of illithids. They're not immune to charm effects.
They are not.
Which is bonkers. Because, yeah.
They're humanoids, technically. The way to strip your players of gold, give them dependence.
Oh my god. I had this group where I was the DM, and there was like a festival going on, so I was like, oh, flavor text, there's some kid doing a little like sparkly magic in the corner over the crowd, and they like zeroed in on him and were like, you're gonna come with us and be our mage. And they like just dragged him along on all these adventures, and they were like, when is he gonna level up? And I'm like, he is a guy, like he knows one cantrip.
Doesn't mean he can't. It doesn't mean he can't learn levels though.
Oh my god, I was not gonna give them another person. I didn't want a DMPC.
Okay, I'm back. Are we Is it? I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
I'm
yeah,
not.
with three,
I'm
with,
I'm
with
not-
a dot at
With
the
a lips-
end.
I'm
Oh,
not
okay.
mad. I'm not mad, comma. I'm just disappointed.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's what I
You
have,
gotta make
yeah.
sure we're all using the same grammar.
Yeah,
Is
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
is
I'm
the
not mad.
I'm like properly grammared as well? Like
Yes.
Mine is properly grammared.
Mine is also properly grammared.
Okay. I am ready.
Did I post that video or did I just queue it up to post and walk away?
Are we all ready to hit send?
I'm ready.
3, 2, 1. Send it.
Oh.
Nice.
Oh, Brambo, you gotta edit it. Brambo, you gotta edit it.
You missed
I
the
didn't-
second I'm.
There we go.
There we
Perfect.
go. There we go. Anyways, yeah, we've been doing this bullshit for a year.
This
We've been doing this bullshit
This
for a year.
bullshit. At the beginning, it wasn't always called cow time.
It's always been cow time in my heart.
Well, technically,
It's
But
always
I
been
don't
cow
think
time for me.
you started calling it cow time until after Ferret showed up.
I don't remember.
no, we were calling
I
it
think
cow
you should
time a little bit
scroll
before that.
to the very first message in our group chat and read it.
Because I specifically remember I made the cow mooing emote because we were calling it cow time and I wanted a cow time emote.
Mm.
Fair. My sense of time could also just be. I'm scrolling all the way back to the top of this, so.
Your
Same.
sense
It
of
took me
time
a
could also
long
be
time
moo.
to do that, so good
Yours-
luck.
Your sense of time could also be moo.
Moo.
Whoa, whoa.
Your denials are moot.
Oh my god, how dare you?
More fun facts. I wasn't originally supposed to be a part of this campaign.
You were
Neither
not.
was
were.
I.
I was added
Yeah.
as a last ditch effort.
Yeah. And that's how we got double cow. I don't know what I would do without Lulin now. I would have been so sad. I would have been so espresso depresso without
The
my
first-
Okay.
without my Uncle Iro.
The first message was PT going, "Okay, guys, so options."
That's a good message.
Because originally we weren't sure if we were gonna do a high fantasy game or if we were gonna do something else. But we were all like,
Yeah.
no, high fantasy.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, okay, bet. We're gonna make this real gnarly. Yeah, I forgot about that. Star Wars. It's Star Wars.
Yeah, originally we were supposed to have Matt and Garrett in this, and Matt dropped out like almost immediately. And Garrett was like around a little bit longer, and then he also dropped out. To
Okay.
the point that he has a character in the group, but
Cow
that
time was
just
first
never...
mentioned in August.
8/8/2021. August 8th,
Yeah.
2021 is the first
Mhm.
mention of cow time.
Damn.
Wow.
I'm sorry, Sky.
And then it was repeatedly mentioned almost once a week for the rest of time.
Yes, because it's important.
The cows will
Look.
continue until cow time is had.
So
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I will have to be extra cow to make up for no Lulin.
That is a highlight.
yeah, I'm pretty sure I was added to the campaign like the day after of the world building stream.
You were
Yeah, I
indeed.
think so.
It was like
And
either
I
the
just
day
remember
after
you
or
being
2
like-
days after.
I just remember you being like, Sky, I don't want to, like, I know some people
Yeah.
don't like to have multiple of the same race in a campaign, but, like, are you okay with me being a Minotaur? And I was like, absolutely, Brando, please.
Brando is the SpongeBob thing where he goes, "This is old reliable," and pops open the jellyfish net. Yeah, that's Brando for me when I need a player. Time to call old reliable.
2 cows, 2 wizards. Pretty good. That's a good party composition.
2 cows,
Yeah.
2 wizards, 1 lizard.
It
Yeah,
sounds like
oh
a
my
really
God.
It sounds like a really awful video that I would watch and then never want to watch again.
Sounds like an 80s porno.
Anyways, while we just hang out and talk and wait for Isaac to get here, I'm gonna start just manually designing a sticker that says 2 cows, 2 wizards, 1 lizard. because that shit was funny.
Oh god.
Should we do like a Q&A from chat?
Sure, we
Oh,
can do a
yeah.
Q&A from chat.
And PT also put like a list of things that we
Yeah.
could talk about as well.
True.
About
Chat,
like our
what is the
favorite
meaning of
moments.
life?
Yeah, I have some questions too.
Wait, we're asking chat questions? Damn. Alright, chat, tell us how much you've been paying attention to the campaign. I bet only Coffee could answer all
This
of
is a
our
pop
questions.
quiz. I hope you all studied.
All right.
Also,
what's
is
the
my
pop
desk
quiz?
fan too loud? Hold on, let me listen to
I
this.
can't hear it.
Okay, sick.
Oh,
because
wait.
I'm
Should I do a Q&A for you guys about the campaign?
Oh no, wait, I don't want a pop quiz.
Absolutely
Yeah, no,
not.
I didn't study for this.
I guess it
Can I
depends on what
steal
you want to
your
ask us about. What?
It,
Can I steal
Oh,
your
yeah.
bits, Chris? Okay, thanks.
it'll
Absolutely.
I'm gonna
all.
plagiarize real quick.
Please plagiarize my announcement.
It's It's something that you should all. I mean, I'll only ask you questions you should be able to answer.
Oh boy.
All
That's
right.
that's even more terrifying.
Yeah,
actually.
that does not help at all.
In the world of Bits, Crits, and Halfwits, the world trees are primarily over 4 cities: Zrea, Irela, Stipvale, and what?
Damn, I failed
fast.
already.
Doesn't
Hold fast.
Bourgeoisie have one?
It's actually not over Oldfast.
Oh, I guess it's like nearby. But yeah, then Bourgeoisie, I guess. Well, it's not really. Is it over Bourgeoisie?
I don't know.
It's-
Isn't there
it
one?
I thought it was kind of off to the side of Bourgeoisie as well.
Yeah,
it's
I
in
guess it
Bourgeoisie.
kind of is. Bourgeoisie is
too.
that entire island in my brain, though.
Yeah,
so.
also same.
That's what I thought as well.
Welcome in, Mimi Bug. All right.
Hello.
Whoa.
Yay! My people are coming for cow time. This is ideal. Get in here, guys. It's cow time.
Time for cow.
Moo.
You have the most important emote of your sub to me, which is the moo emote.
True.
The only emote that matters.
This
Wow,
is-
we did really well on that first
This is
one. Yes.
this is a question for the people who did the world building episode. So really, only Rosie and Sky.
Yeah.
Of all of the races that were created in the world during the world building episode, only one of them does not have its own city. Which race is that?
I know this one.
Kalashtar?
Did
I don't know if that
create
counts.
I don't think. Did you create Kalashtar?
I did
during
not.
that? Yeah.
Oh, okay. The one that
So-
was created but doesn't have a city?
The Knolls.
Correct.
Yeah. Well, technically they tried and I destroyed it.
That is true. Hey, look who showed up.
Finally
Oh,
decided to show up.
For the record,
This
I'm
is-
like 15 minutes early, according to my.
Yeah, but everybody else showed up 30 minutes early, so
Yeah.
you're the disappointment now.
Well, I'll be back in 15 minutes if that's better for everybody.
No.
Yeah.
I want to be able to show my
Boy.
surprise.
Oh, yeah. Do you want to send me to that so I can work on getting it put on the stream for the surprise?
Sure. You have to have
That's
no
perfect. It'll take
reaction.
15 minutes.
It will not take 15 minutes.
Have you seen
It would
PT
take me
struggle with
15
OBS?
minutes.
Listen here, you little shit.
It's the surprise the pins that I won for.
Oh no, did you never get
Oh,
your pins?
I did not mail them out. I totally forgot. Because I was back. I got
Okay.
I moved the box and I was like, oh shit.
Without look
You made so much
without
fun of me for
looking
keeping Isaac's present.
without
I did.
without looking at the channel, right? Without
Yeah.
looking at the channel. Nom Ferret won a prize for choosing the name for the world of Bits, Crits, and Halfwits. For everyone but Nom, and without looking at the channel, what is the name?
LMAO, I have no idea.
Is it like it's like Ilaria or something? Something within the L sound, right?
I feel like it has to be the name of a restaurant, like
See-
Applebee's.
It
No,
is
no.
not
It-
because he wasn't part of the world building, so he
I
wasn't there
was-
for that chaos.
I used
Yeah.
a very
Traitor.
specific like Greek word for it, and honestly, I don't even remember it because PT hasn't even mentioned it at all.
I know. He's literally never called the world by its name.
Well, okay, well then what is it? I'm the only one that had any kind of guess.
I have no idea.
I'm doing something and I can only devote brain power to one thing at a time.
Can
I'm
I
so
look?
sorry.
Can I look
Yes,
then?
you can.
I look?
No, I
Okay.
haven't.
Oh, you guess.
Yeah.
You guess.
Oh no. I have no clue.
Lo-
okay.
Just look.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm
I thought that
looking.
was the name. Okay,
What
I
is
looked
it?
at it. Am I allowed to say it?
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
allowed to
what's
say
Yeah,
it.
say it.
It's Sylvanaria.
Oh,
I-
Sylvanaria or Naria.
I'm pretty sure it is like the one of the gods for like trees or something.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
All
I
right.
wish it was Applebee's.
Sky, I am ready.
You're ready? Okay, I'm
ready.
about to send it to the group chat. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, bam.
Bam.
There we go.
Chat can see it too.
Oh!
Yeah.
Dang!
The
10
Minotaur,
out of
the Minotaur bro fist in the front.
Yep.
Right?
I commissioned an artist on TikTok to make that for us. I've
That
been
is
following
amazing.
Yeah, I've been following their work for a while and I was like, "Oh my god." So I messaged them.
Nom looks badass.
Does look badass.
I'm such a
And
nerd.
Lulu just looks more like the world's most perfect man.
He is the
Oh,
world's
shit.
most perfect
God.
man.
I'm going to get
Oh
a
my
link
God.
to their TikTok as well, but they've been keeping it secret for me for like a week or so. And
It's a,
They
That
did
is
such a good
so
job.
cool.
yeah, Flam, we
Yeah.
know. Kobolds stole my beard.
You're not completely
reached in the
face bald
bag.
anymore.
No, it's growing back slowly but surely. Dungeon Dog. Every time I
Oh
talk about my
God.
beard, Dungeon Doggo looks over because she remembers how disappointed I was when she bumped into my leg and I shaved a strip out of it.
Oh no.
oh my god.
There's so many details that they got too.
Yeah,
Yep,
that's the
yep.
fingers.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
worked
there's the
together on it a
fingers,
lot. Omni's in
the-
there. That is
I
the reason that I
know.
had to ask your mouse's name because I needed to name it in the document that I was making and I could not remember it.
Elliot's got the brooch.
Yep,
Right?
they
Mhm.
made the brooch. I was like, I need like a wolf's head brooch on this one.
They even
El-
put the ring on Nom's finger.
Yep,
Elliot
yep.
looks
Elliot is
Elliot
secretly
looks
a witcher.
chiseled as hell.
Right?
Mhm.
Like Elliot looks like he could take more than 4 hits in a fight.
They said
Alright,
yes
listen here,
as
you
a
little shit.
camel.
Elliot fucks.
They even got Jeffries.
Yeah.
Right? That's a 10
Aw.
out of 10.
I
I can
even
only imagine that Elliot's left shoulder is
It's just
perpetually scarred,
it's
though.
just screaming in pain.
That's true.
Yeah.
Well, no,
That's like
because
your hit points gone.
Elliot, your owl sits on your shoulder, knocks you to 0 hit points.
Oh my god.
They got
No,
Lyra's.
it's a non-magical weapon. It's fine.
They got Lyra's fingies.
Yes. God, look at her.
Look at her go.
that is so sick.
I
This
love
is
that you're
so
holding
tight.
a little D20 like in your fingers.
Yeah.
That's so
You're
cute.
like, everyone look at this natural 1 you rolled.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Or
There we
that's
go.
like that's definitely the face PT makes when he rolls a nat 20 for like an enemy.
He's like, it's time to die.
Well, so
He's
yeah,
like, finally, I could kill off a character.
you guys seem
But
to.
yeah, they
You guys
they asked
seem to
me-
think that I want to kill your characters. If you guys want me to just not fudge rolls, I'll do that.
oh god.
Damn.
You'll die.
But yeah,
No,
I talked to them a bit about the campaign. I asked them if they could put the world trees in the background because I was like, that's kind of an important part of this. And they were like, absolutely.
Mhm.
And it just like came out so sick. I was like, what the heck? This is incredible.
Yeah.
This looks like
so cool.
this looks like the cover for a novel.
It
It
does.
does,
I was gonna
right?
say. It
I was
almost
gonna
looks
say,
like
that's-
It reminds me of the old Redwall covers.
Very true. Very true. It does have kind of a similar vibe. But yeah, this I posted their link
It's
in the
giving me
chat
Magic
for.
Treehouse vibes.
Perfect.
Oh, so true. Wait,
Oh
I
my
think we need a new
God.
name for a group.
I guess we need to. Oh my God! Wait, we already live in a keep in the central world tree.
Yeah.
We already live in a magic tree house. This is incredible.
Magic Treehouse or Kids Next Door? You decide.
It's Magic Treehouse, but the two main characters have grown up. Yeah.
Oh my
It
God.
got
Oh.
real.
Magic Treehouse, but violent.
Oh god.
Instead of kids next door, it's cows next door.
It's the moose next door.
Yeah.
We love the cows next door. But there you go. That was my gift to you guys for 1 year.
It's
Heck,
incredible.
That is
It
amazing.
is so cool.
PT actually gets some representation in there.
Hi.
Yeah, true.
Hi, it's me, God.
hmm
glad to be
I
included.
I linked them to your Twitch so that they could reference you directly.
Oh no.
Yeah.
It's been coffee all along.
Oh my god.
Yeah, coffee now. Yeah, I'm done. Unfollows the stream, leaves the Discord, never makes a meme again.
Oh my
Battle
God.
Doggo, what you want?
That is super cool, though.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I only really have time for like one question before we actually start now. But of the entire campaign, what has been everybody's favorite scene?
Mine's still the top 10 trees.
Oh,
That was
God,
really
the top 10
good.
trees was just so dang good.
I loved Lyra and Noozins Girls Night. That was good. I love that.
Oh, true,
I
true.
peeked at the magic treehouse.
I think mine is after Lulin imbued his magic into the world tree down Stipvale. Him and Lyra him just like teaching Lyra like everything that he just immediately learned.
Mm-hmm.
And
That
then
was cool.
and then making those connections with nature.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard for me to choose. For good moments, I just love fucking Elliot and Lulin playing fetch with a child for like an hour.
I was gonna say, like,
And then Nom
Dog
thinking that
day,
the dog is
clearly number
evil
one.
for the boy.
And then, like mine and Elliot's fight where we actually concerned chat and made them think that me and Isaac were actually fighting. That just makes me proud as an actor.
Yes, as an accomplished
as,
actor.
as a member of the arts, I am proud of my acting.
Good,
So-
good, you should be.
My second question then is, barring the time you guys actually TPK'd,
Mm-hmm.
what is the most concerned you have been where you thought, damn, my character actually might not make it out of this?
Anytime there's an enemy.
I was a little worried in the Harden fight.
Oh,
I think I
yeah.
went down during it. Yeah.
You did. When you got your black fingers.
Mm-hmm.
We still never found out who counterspelled
Yep.
your counterspell in that moment. Or we
Right.
haven't.
Yeah.
Honestly, Nom was kind of chilling. I don't think Nom's been in a truly like, oh no,
yeah,
I'm about to die.
Yeah, you definitely haven't been like in any like really bad fights yet.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, like I was fully ready to see where the last Noozin fight went. Like
Yeah.
me and what's his face were trading blows pretty closely, but my
Ironhoof.
damage rolls. Yeah, Ironhoof. There we go. I knew it was
Richter
Iron
Ironhoof.
something. We were trading blows like equally, but he was getting better damage rolls than I was, and I was like, dang, I can't back down though.
Mm.
Until
Barbarian
Velkin.
versus barbarians are always a fun fight to watch.
Fun fight to watch. No,
Definitely.
they're just fucking slugfests.
Yes.
Wizard fights. Now those get interesting. No. The
My
stream's not
favorite-
going to be just chatting for the entire stream. We are going to play
No.
some Dungeons and
Well,
Dragons.
Yeah, we're gonna roll some dice, I think, eventually.
Yeah. Well,
We're gonna
PT
do a D&D.
PT, what was your
At least one.
What would be your favorite scene so far?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Putting your ass on the spot.
I hate
Yeah.
you.
Damn.
I hear the
Good old
cogs.
Uno
I hear the
reverse.
cogs turning.
I have a
can see that.
lot of favorite
Go.
scenes.
I can see
No,
the
you can
smoke.
only pick one.
Yeah, only one.
And it has to be your actual favorite.
Yeah.
And you're barred from doing any of the TikTok content. Because
Oh,
that's
true.
just yeah.
Cause
Yeah, you can't say it's Elliot whining at the door because that went viral.
Okay, as much as I hate to say it because it's a sad moment, I think the best I did at hooking you all emotionally was Bodril's death.
Oh,
Oh,
true.
that-
That was dramatic.
That did wreck me.
Nom had no idea who that was.
Nom was like, everybody's really upset that this guy just died.
I was like-
Yeah.
I was like, guys, why are you all crying? Like, what is going on?
this is just a random man.
I agree with you, PT, because whenever it was Lulu and Lyra there, and Lyra had something prior to me, and I was saying something on the lines of like, I'm not much of a fighter. I don't know, if I could be much help. I was like, this is the first step of learning anger. Take that
Yeah.
emotion and go fucking wild.
Lulin is Anakin Skywalker confirmed.
Absolutely.
The world's most perfect man who's gonna go evil.
Oh my god.
Absolutely.
Just
Lyra
wait
is
until-
now his Padawan.
one more kid comes in contact and tries to kill us, and Lulin is going and killing all of the younglings.
Oh, no.
Anyways, I think it's about
Also,
that. I think it's about
I think
that time.
I think
About
we
that
need
time?
a new
I
game
realized
link.
that when
Yeah.
nobody was in the foundry yet.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm also gonna pin the poster because that's just fucking tight.
Yeah.
yeah.
So cool.
I'm glad you guys like it.
It is phenomenal.
Oh hey, there's the artist right now.
Oh hey,
Good. The artist is here. Thank you so much.
it's amazing.
I sent them a quick email about it that they could post it, and that I had just
Oh.
shown it to you guys. So I'm guessing they checked to see if we were live.
It's
That was
awesome.
so quick.
Thank you so yeah.
I
The
put
amount
it
of
back
detail,
up. It's it's amazing, honestly.
Yeah.
Also, Art Loves Paper just makes sense as a name.
Right?
Really
Yeah,
does.
That's awesome.
Art in fact does love paper.
It's true. Some could even be said that art is actually done on paper.
Or in Sky's case,
Whoa.
Art Love
How'd you know
Art.
that?
In Sky's case, Art Love iPad.
Yes.
True.
Hey, I have a paper screen cover on my iPad, so
Okay.
Oh, whoa! Wait, that's
how
cool.
does that work? Wait, tell me about that.
It's a screen cover that like gives this screen the texture of paper rather than being a
Oh, that's
like
so
slick.
sick.
Yeah. It's actually really nice. I like it a lot.
That's really cool.
Very.
All right. Well, now that we have some people in, my favorite part of the day. Go ahead and roll me some D100s.
Oh boy,
Oh god.
Yes,
Wait.
the campaign that I don't have to recap.
it's true. Well, you signed
But I was
yourself up for that.
definitely-
Ah! No.
Oh.
Oh
ca-
my god.
The campaign
spoke
that
too
you
soon.
might have to recap.
Oh my god.
I'm just waiting on Elliot and Lyra.
Yeah,
Please
sorry.
roll lower.
Lyra,
Mine's
please.
taking a second.
Lyra can't
Also, I can't. Yeah, I was
recap
not
because she
there.
wasn't here.
Oh
She
no.
was out shopping.
That is literally
Yeah.
never. If you have to recap, just be ready to improv your shopping episode.
Absolutely. I've done that so many times.
Brando has had to
Okay, I'm
recap
ready.
not knowing what was going on so many
Well,
times.
usually what happens, Brando, is I tell you exactly what happened right before we go live, but I didn't have time to do that today.
Yeah, I guess we were just playing that Pokemon.
It's
oh
okay.
my god,
The
go
chat,
off,
but-
Isaac. Jeez.
My internet is being very unhappy.
Aurora.
It's just not
You
loading.
might have to pause your download on your game in order to play.
Not my Elden Ring.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's gonna soak up all of your.
Just quickly install more RAM. Just quickly download more RAM.
Oh, that did work to pause Elden Ring.
That is tragic. I'm so
No.
sorry for your loss.
Literally, it's taken so long, like literally an hour to get halfway to. It's okay. It's okay. Okay, I'm rolling anything for D&D. I'm rolling things.
You got a 1 out of. Oh
Well,
no.
you're safe. You got over.
Oh,
Remember,
no.
remember,
Okay.
if you guys decide to use them, you do still have 2 rerolls.
Don't you dare.
No. A recap.
Tell us what happened last time, the nom.
All right. Well, it's been a couple weeks, so I'm a little shady. I know. I'm not sure. How did last week's or 2 weeks ago? How did that session start? Where did we start? Because I know that was like the Minotaur fight.
We
You
started
started
at
in the-
where we stole the bones from.
Okay.
So yes. So after
After
stealing the
Malum
bones,
fell on us.
I can't believe
Yeah.
I've been muted this whole time.
we ended up finishing almost all of the tasks that were given to us. Besides, we needed to get a barrel of something, a barrel
Is
from
it
the tavern.
wine? Were we supposed to do wine?
We were
No,
supposed
I
to
got
get
the
bread, and we were also supposed to get a pot.
a
from
pot.
the
A pot.
tavern.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah. So there was a pot at the tavern. So we went to the tavern, and in there was some minotaur that I don't think Nam has ever seen before. But Noozin and Lulin definitely knew him. His name was Richter Ironhoof, and he was kind of a jerk. Was kind of just hating on the whole party. So things led to other things, and Noozin ended up challenging Richter Ironhoof to a duel, where they would pretty much fight to the death, which didn't happen because Noozin lost control of her body and decided to not go on with the fight. That's pretty much what happened to Nam's knowledge. Actually, does Nam know that Velkin took your body over?
No, it's only ever happened one other time, and nobody clarified that it happened because it was when me and Elliot were fighting,
Gotcha.
and he took me over, and I took a swing at him.
Okay, so Velkin did take over Noozin's body, but Nam does not know that.
I mean, I guess you'd have some understanding that something happened because I threw the axe away and was pretty freaked out, but...
Yeah. I mean, it's also out of character for Noozin to do that. So
Yeah.
I feel like Nam could put 2 and 2 together.
But so nobody died.
I guess I should finally put his name in the chat so people know how to spell it.
Correctly. I know, I keep seeing it spelled Vulcan and it makes me laugh. That's not how I spell it either.
That's a
Oh, that
Rocket
is
League
also
car.
not how I spell it.
I've been spelling it Velkin
Wait, how did how
same.
did PT spell it?
with a
Or
Y
I have a
instead of
C
an
in
I.
Oh,
mine.
yeah, that is not
Spelling it either. So after that, we go back to what's his face. You know, the
Zod.
little- yeah, Zod. We go back to Zod. Tell him that we very righteously did all of his tasks, easy peasy. But for whatever reason, he was mad because we started like a couple uprisings, and Nam got involved in an execution of gnolls. I don't know why he was mad at that. If anything, it added a little bit of spice to the town.
So true, so true, so true.
But Zod then took, I believe, me and Elliot off to the side, and gave us this long, very long, super long list of rules that we're about to. I guess that's what the gala is for, to kind of promote these new laws, which are definitely sponsored by whatever the name of the
Tails and Tails.
yeah, Scales
Sponsored
and
by
Tails.
Women of the Night.
Yeah, sponsored by Women of the Night. Apparently, if you don't want to be lonely, and you are lonely, then women come. And I believe we how did we end it? We left off with us kind of signing off on the document, right?
I don't know if you'd sign. Well, no, yes, you did agree to sign it, didn't you?
We did sign off on it, but
And me and Lulin were in the
Lulin,
infirmary.
yeah. with
think that
the
about
other
covers it.
kobold guy.
I also got my ability to walk in the city without a kobold riding on me taken away, so...
Right. Yeah, you guys got your little ribbons snipped
I
off.
think it was just me specifically, because I started it.
Oh, okay. So I hope that was good enough for you as well, Rosie.
That's pretty good. Where did I go?
Oh,
you went shopping.
Just
for-
at the beginning?
You
no,
went to
you
get
went
us all
shopping for
gala
all of their
stuff.
gala outfits.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
So that's
Oh
what
my
I need
God.
from you is a description of what you bought for them.
Okay, any preference?
I think for Nam, you wouldn't have to do much. Nam's got the mimic.
Okay.
You
Oh,
just
right,
got
right.
you got Nom
No,
some
okay, I'm gonna
excellent
get Nom.
accessories.
I'm gonna get Nom like a cloak that's kind of like the one he has, except for it has like gold embroidery on it, so that you can wear this like over the top of your armor.
Ooh.
And also a little like gold ring for your horn, and she's gonna get like little gold rings for everyone's horns.
What? Fancy.
Yes, and then I'm scrolling back up to the thing you drew, Sky.
So you can see what I already designed for us.
Yes.
Your glorious pantsuit and
Oh yeah,
my dress.
Yeah, Lyra's got on like a pantsuit. She has her hair all tied up. We got Noozin just a glorious dress. It has like a big cutout in the center, like cutouts on the hips too. Oh my god. Anyway,
Yeah, showing off the muscles.
Purple?
To be honest.
Yep, absolutely. And then for Lulin, she got like. Is there any? Do you have any preferences, Brando?
No, this is all in your hands.
Alrighty, okay, I'm gonna get you a suit, but the suit jacket is gonna have like rose patterns on it, or like the flowers you wear in your hair, and be like a color
Iconic.
matching.
Wow.
How does that sound?
Love it.
Okay, cool. Any preferences, Isaac?
You got
Well,
it.
I mean,
Oh, okay.
you've already seen his outfit. It's a little top hat. And
Oh yeah. Okay. She's not sure if you're gonna go wolf mode or regular, so she got you two. She got you a little top hat from wolf mode, and then she got you, like also a suit, but the the jacket has little moons on it.
Oh, that's
It's like
ideal.
lots of little moons, yeah. But they're
So cute.
subtle. They like almost the same color as the jacket, so you have to like kind of look, and they're a little shiny.
Moon Knight.
I love my astronomy jacket.
Moon
You're
Knight.
welcome.
Right.
Oof,
God, I'm so happy that you got everyone nice jackets, Lyra.
yeah.
You know
Hell
who
yeah.
else likes jackets?
The kobolds are gonna be stealing all of our jackets.
Oh my god, that's so rude.
Alrighty.
Uh,
So where?
BT, please tell me that you updated Elliot to be the new version that I put.
I have not yet. No,
Oh my god.
but you know that won't take me that long if you guys just distract chat a little longer. I'll
Oh,
take
yeah,
care of
yeah,
it.
yeah. I'm so glad that
They're
y'all
making a new Hunger
nominated
Games.
Lyra to
What?
be
No. What? Don't distract me. Distract chat. Tell me more.
Chat, they're making a new Hunger Game.
like
No,
off
remember,
the other
you're
book
not
she
supposed-
published?
I don't know. I know nothing about it.
Hey, chat. I forgot to go into studio mode. Ignore me.
LMAO.
Is that
It's
Elliot?
Oh my god, it's all.
Guys, we pulled back the curtain and all we saw was Elliot's werewolf form.
Well, to be honest, that's
PT's
all
been-
anybody needs from our content. We already knew that.
Yeah,
PT's
true,
been
true.
Elliot all
Also-
along.
Now Elliot is just hiding behind Elliot. Like,
It's
look
like
No,
at
they're-
go.
They both speak.
It's like you have a what's it called from like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, like one of those
Okay, I did put it in character.
ability guys. I don't know what they're called.
I've never watched JoJo, but is it called a stand?
Is it a stand?
I don't know.
It's a
I've never
stand.
watched it.
Oh, it's a stand.
Apparently, it's a stand.
All right,
Oh.
the boy has been updated.
Good.
yeah.
This is ideal.
Is that a JoJo? It was a JoJo.
Anyway, so where you guys are starting off, you have a couple hours still until the gala. And you guys are at Zod's Manor.
Okay, Lyra like kind of bustles in, and she's throwing clothes at people. She's like, "Make sure this fits. Make sure it fits."
I'm doing it. Now I'm just putting on the, the clothes.
The cloak is a little bit long for you, Nom. Actually, Lyra, just give me a history check to see how well you guess people's sizes.
Jeez. Okay.
Oh,
I feel like Lyra should at least get advantage for mine.
Why? Because you're related?
Yeah.
also because Nom is exactly half her height, so
True.
she should be able
Characters, there
to
she
guess
is.
more easily.
Okay, history. Bam. I'm really good at it. We'll
I'm
just
like,
see
this
if
should be
that
something
helps.
you're good at. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little bit long.
Yeah. Okay. I
It's
get a
okay.
+7.
Trains
No.
are very fashionable.
Nom looks at
Everyone
Lyra
else-
and just goes, "It's good. It fits perfectly."
Okay, I mean, there must be a sewing kit somewhere if we wanted to hem it
No.
a little bit.
I'm fine.
Okay.
Everybody else, your clothes fit perfectly. Lyra was just overwhelmed by the amount of choices for clothing for kobolds.
Oh,
True. There's like one Minotaur clothing place.
Yeah,
They only sell
right.
clothes in 2 sizes, large and bigger.
Uh,
I was the large and Lulin was the larger.
Alright, are you guys doing anything before you go to this gala?
No.
Maybe doing a little jive. Maybe dancing around a bit.
nice. Yeah, Lyra's just gonna say, okay, is everyone happy? Because we have a little time. We could go back. Is everyone happy?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right.
I trust your intuition, Lyra. Noozin says, like,
jeez.
looking at a dress. She cannot remember the last time she's ever worn a dress, but she trusts.
I thought this would be really, really good.
PT, you should get like a PNG of like a tuxedo and just put it on all of us. Like the same exact one.
So,
You could at least show the image of me and Lyra, technically, but
True.
so question: Do you have Lulin just like a pure black suit with the jacket having flowers and shit?
Yeah.
Dig
Is Zod anywhere around?
You have not seen Zod since your little meeting with him.
Can I see what I can steal?
Sure.
Is there anything that looks of use in the room, like shiny things?
There are not a lot of shiny things in this house, no.
Can I go up to his office and check the drawers?
When you approach his office, the door is locked.
Okay, get locked again.
You can always try.
Okay. That's a 21.
Hang on, I lost the image. I literally just put it in here. It's a 21. The door does not unlock.
What?
this man's
Whoa.
paranoid.
Hey, Lyra.
Yeah.
What's up with this door?
I don't know. I can look at it.
Yeah, can you take it? I want to get in there. I want to steal his goods. Don't tell the rest of the crew though. I don't want them to know.
Okay. I'm gonna show everyone the Noozin and Lyra picture real quick.
Yeah.
Look at them. Look at them.
Fancy outfits.
Look at Noozin
Delay,
looking
but
all
yes.
sheepish.
Yeah, the stream delay will catch up eventually.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Sorry.
I just like the dichotomy of Noozin, the really like, generally masculine one wearing a dress, and then Lyra, the more feminine one wearing a pantsuit. Plus, I just think that Lyra would rock a pantsuit, to be honest.
For sure.
All right. So, Lyra, you're looking at this door.
Okay, I don't have detect magic, but I am going to look, like, carefully and see if there are any, like, runes around it.
All right. Roll me perception.
Okay. 4.
You do not find anything around this door frame.
Yeah.
Lyra, I haven't stolen in days.
I know. Look. I
You
also
stole
don't
a
like
body
this guy.
like 6 hours ago.
Yeah, but that was
Yeah, but
for
that was
someone.
for
That doesn't
work.
count.
Yeah,
that
that's
not for
work, not
fun.
pleasure.
it's not PT. It's
For
not,
pleasure.
it's not stealing if someone knows that you're stealing it.
No, look, I agree. I want to know what's in here. I want to know what this guy is up to. I don't trust him.
Yeah, I don't trust him either.
We might have
Elliot's
to
gonna
bring
walk
Elliot in,
over.
though. We
Should
might have
we tell the rest that
we might have to bring Elliot in because he can do detect magic.
All right.
Gotta bring him
Okay,
in.
let's bring him in.
I think Noozins gonna be a little disappointed if we.
Oh, what about Lily?
This turned into a heist really fast.
All right.
Should we just bring everyone in?
Yeah, you get.
Noozins still about a third down on her health, so like she's still sore.
Yeah,
Oh,
Elliot?
you could take a short rest if we have an hour.
Yeah, well that's probably what I would be doing.
Yeah. Okay. I think.
Lyra,
I think
you get
Noozins
Elliot.
asleep.
I think Elliot likes you more than
Okay.
me.
Okay, I'll
Elliot's
get- you get
Elliot's
Lulin, I'll
walking
get
over
Elliot.
anyways.
Oh my god, here
Um,
he comes. Act natural. I'm kinda
Wait,
like,
that's natural.
Nam looks at you, Elliot, and just like puts up his hood and crosses his arms and leans against the wall.
Lyra like
okay.
started to lean against the wall and then stumbled.
Didn't realize how far away from the wall you were.
Yeah.
And you just like.
Can I roll to see if I fall down?
Sure, roll me a dex check. Dex save.
Hell yeah. Oh my god, where? Oh right, just click this. Okay. 5.
Oh my god.
Lyra leans out for the wall and like clips it with her elbow, but not enough, and just falls and slams into the wall and slides down into the ground.
She's like, ow.
Hey, what's up, Elliot?
So you bringing Lyra up to date on the cool contract?
Yeah.
The what?
I was just trying to get into this room to show her, but
Of course.
the door is
I mean-
not opening.
It really would be great if you could read it yourself, but there was all sorts of awesome like clauses in there where Nam gets a free house, gets to
Yeah,
like
no,
I
steal
saw
whatever
that
he
part.
wants.
But does
I
he have
saw
to pay
that.
taxes
Cool.
on it? Like, is it considered
No.
a gift?
Completely tax exempt for Nam, the great
Wow.
Nam.
Wow.
Elliot's fully on board with the great Nam now.
Hey, I want to read this. Do you think I tried to like see if this has any magic on it? You wanna check for me?
Sure. Elliot will cast detect magic.
Alrighty.
Cast spell. Wow, look at that range.
Whoa, you see the whole
You
city.
know, magic in the whole
Whoa.
city.
Oh god. How do I get rid of it? Oh god.
Oh no.
Elliot, you see the color of abjuration magic all over this door.
Well, there's a lot of abjuration on it.
Oh, that's my specialty.
Oh, do you think you can get rid of it?
Yeah, maybe. Let's see. Da. I'm pretty sure I have dispel magic. Are my eyes not working good? I have counter spell. Do you have dispel?
I don't have to spell.
Let me
I
check
have
my
that spell.
notebook.
Okay.
I do have dispel magic.
Oh, nice.
But do you have dat spell?
Yo, that's so true.
Are you casting dispel magic?
Yeah.
As a ritual?
Yeah.
All right, so you all watch as Elliot. What are you like laying out? How are you doing this ritual?
Elliot's gonna he's just like laying out a little salt line in front of the door, and then like drawing some like in the salt, like tracing some symbols like around it. And then when he finally goes to like do the magic, the symbols start to glow, and then all the salt starts to glow, and then just a wall of like light goes over the door. And then I think PT's gonna tell us whether or not that light does something special.
So the wall of light goes over the door, and you watch as a wall of light from the door itself meets it, and where they touch, they just kind of fizzle and dissipate.
I think it maybe
But
works.
you're not detecting any magic on the door anymore.
Oh, cool.
Oh, try picking it now, Nom.
Okay, all right, yeah, I'll do that. Boom. Oh, of course. Wonderful.
Oh,
That
I'm a
will not
plus
unlock the
8.
door.
damn.
Hold
You
on,
know,
guys.
Maybe
I
we
think I
can
can-
knock.
Maybe it's still magical. It doesn't look magical, but maybe it's concealed somehow.
Maybe the
maybe.
door has cognitive thought.
Like,
was
have you
gonna
tried
say-
asking it to open?
Yeah. Oh, door, please let us through.
Would you be so kind as to just unlock?
The door does nothing.
Okay, I think we should get Lulin.
Or we could just
Lulin!
maybe it's unlocked now. I haven't actually tried just turning the handle.
Oh yeah, try that.
Good point.
No, I'm just gonna turn the handle.
When you try to turn the handle, it doesn't move.
It was a good
Oh.
thought. I'm gonna go grab Lulin. Lulin's gonna run up.
I mean, you might as well tell New as well.
I don't want to wake her
Hey, Nom,
up.
No,
I haven't done this in a long time. Can I try your picks?
Oh yeah, sure. And Nom's
He's-
gonna hand over some of his lock picks.
Sleight of hand, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Ready?
Mm.
Ah, yes.
No.
One better.
You also do not manage to get the door unlocked.
Here, wait. Let me see that lockpick. Let me give it another stab.
Yeah. Oh, fine. I guess. I don't know that you're going to do much better than me.
As
It's a
Nom
hard lock.
as Nom goes back to work, you hear a click.
Yeah, I think I was just using the wrong lockpick the first time.
I
Loosen
thought
it
you were
for
like an expert.
Well, it. Sometimes it just, it takes more than one try.
So Lyra, you
Uh-oh.
run off to find Lulin.
Let's go in.
Okay.
Lulin, where does she find you?
I would imagine I would be in the room as well.
Oh, you're just on the other side of the room?
Yeah. Just trying
You're just gonna be
trying
like,
to figure out what the
We've
hell.
just been gathered around this door.
Lulu's just like trying to figure out how a suit works.
They're just like, here, wait, put that down. Okay, so we're trying to get into the room. And,
Lyra,
Nom
as you
gives-
say that, you hear the door open behind you.
oh, hey. It's just-
Turns around and walks away. We got it, Dad!
Before Nom goes in the room, he's gonna turn back to Lyra and go, "Psst, psst." and is gesturing towards the door.
okay, and she'll walk over, but sneakily.
As you guys enter the room, are you trying to be stealthy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Roll me stealth.
Oh, I'm ready.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Why are my rolls so stinky?
Natural.
Elliot?
I'm on it. Sorry.
Oh
Still.
God.
Lyra straight up just melts into the shadows.
I think that Lyra needs to change her career.
So-
How in the world is
Clearly.
Nom the
So,
least stealthy in
Elliot-
this situation?
Elliot and Nom, you guys are waiting for Lyra to come meet you at the door, and you don't even realize that she just passes by you and heads inside.
Damn, iconic.
Lyra,
The
as soon as...
pantsuit really changed her perspective on herself. Suddenly, the confidence is there.
Oh yeah.
Lyra, as soon as you get inside, you find yourself in Zod's empty office.
Hey. Okay. And she kind of looks behind her and is like, "You guys, it's empty."
Oh,
think we're
what
good.
I didn't even see you. All right.
You told me to be stealthy.
No, I honestly.
Elliot's gonna
Bravo.
give up a small yelp as he hears Lyra's voice. Just
That was
Noozins,
that was
like, ear
impressive.
twitches while she's sleeping.
Okay. What are we looking for?
I think he kept it over here in his desk.
Yeah. You look that way. I'll look over here. Does Nom see anything of value?
There's a
roll per-
lot of things of value.
Roll perception.
Okay. Oh my god, my rolls are so bad.
So on the pedestals lining either side of the room in front of the windows, there are various arcane objects with runes on them, but you do not understand what they are. They mostly appear to be like dug up artifacts.
Yeah, Elliot, you keep looking at Lyra. Come help me look over here.
Okay, yeah. What's all this stuff? Do I
We
recognize
can
any of it?
steal stuff in a minute. We need to look at the contract.
What? I'm not trying to. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, what are you talking about? Let's go.
Did you tell him, Lyra?
No, you have all the
no.
subtlety of a wild boar.
Lulin, since you're the only one out in the other room awake, give me a perception check.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, that's the wrong tab. There we go, that's the tab. Perception coming your way.
You hear the lock engage on the door next to you to the other room as the handle starts to turn.
Lulu's just gonna be like, 1 minute, please.
The handle continues to turn.
I'm going
That's
to the
so
bathroom
rude.
in here.
I said, please.
Okay, just said. And the door begins to open.
Okay. And Zed comes in with like Lulin struggling.
When Sed
Specifically with the buttons.
Sed just like waddles into the room and closes the door behind him and looks around and then looks up at you, Lulin, and go, "Where everyone else?"
Lulu's just gonna like look around. He's just gonna look at Zed. He's just gonna shrug.
Sed is going to look at you struggling with the buttons and say, "It okay. I just have to get something from Governor Zod office." And he's going to begin to waddle towards the office. And all of you in the office heard that. Where are you hiding?
Hurry up, guys, in here. And Nom's gonna do rope trick.
Yes.
Yes. Let's go.
Oh my god.
So, from the rope trick, you guys watch as Sed walks into the room, walks over to the painting behind Zod's desk, removes it, opens something, takes something out, and then closes it and puts the painting back before hopping off the desk and waddling back out of the room.
Could we see what it was that he got?
No, unless you're sticking your head out of the rope trick.
Okay, no, I don't want to do that.
Don't do it.
No, I'm not. I'm not gonna do that.
And he wanders out of the room.
Wait, what did he grab? He just grabbed like a parchment.
You don't know
You
what he
couldn't
grabbed.
see. You could see him
Oh,
moving, like
oh.
if you're looking at the floor from the rope trick, you could see him move across and open something at the back of the room, basically.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Lulin,
Right, when
Sed comes out of the room holding a large book.
Okay.
And then just walks past you. Are you still struggling with the buttons?
Lulin probably has like 2 of them down.
He's gonna set the book down, stand on top of it, and then reach up and just like gesture for you to scoot down.
Okay, Lulin's going to do so.
He's going to do up the rest of the buttons for you.
Aww.
Hmm.
And then he's going to grab this large book and head out of the room.
Lulin's gonna give him 2 gold.
Sed's gonna look at the gold, and then just shrug, eat it, and walk out.
Guys, I think the coast is clear.
As he's walking out, he just looks back at you, Lulin, and goes, "Your chocolate tastes weird."
Sure.
It's healthy.
Lulin's flabbergasted.
We'll probably cough it back up someday.
We can only hope. The 3 of you in the room, what are you up to?
Okay.
Leaving
Right,
the room.
contract.
Okay, let's.
I'll be
well,
back in 1
we
second.
could look in the. We could
Alright,
look
well-
behind the painting.
I guess if Elliot knows that we're here to steal stuff, then we can help look for the document first.
Okay.
Perfect. As Elliot sort of like rolls his eyes at Nom, it's like, dude, you stumbled on your way in when you saw the pedestals. I know how greedy you are.
Well, you gotta understand. I can't help it sometimes. I get
No,
this.
I get it. It's an illness, you know. It's an addiction.
Yeah,
you know?
I need to steal. It's
And
really
quite
not
frankly,
good.
it's
Like I
been-
know that it's wrong. I know that I shouldn't, but you know, it's kind of satisfying when you do it.
No,
Yeah, of
strange
course.
addiction.
and quite frankly, it's quite beneficial for the party most of the time. So like, I'm gonna let it slide forever. You know,
No,
just so
okay.
you know.
I don't really like this sod guy. So
Yeah, neither do I.
You know, he does seem pretty sketch, but like, what government official isn't? You know.
Ain't
God,
that
are we
the
government
truth?
officials?
Ain't that the truth?
Anyways, over here to the desk. And
Yeah,
Elliot's
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
like open the drawer where he put the contract back.
It is in the case on the wall.
Oh, then Elliot's gonna go to that.
You know, we really should have a copy of this also. Like, it's kind of weird that we don't have a copy.
Yeah, no, that's
It's
that's
not-
true. I feel like all
Yeah.
of the general public should have access
Here's
to this.
here's your pickup line, Coffee. We'll have a howlin' good time.
Elliot's just gonna be like, no, I don't think the general public should have a copy. I think that would probably be bad.
Well,
Would
wait,
never
what's
pass.
on this? Wait, we signed this though, right? Like,
I
Yeah,
didn't
no,
sign
no,
this.
no.
Mom
I
signed
signed
this.
it. I signed it.
oh,
Yeah.
well, you should have a copy then for sure. You
Yeah.
need to be able
that's-
to
Just
reference.
Nom though.
Okay.
That's why I think if I steal it, it'll be fine.
I agree.
Cause I could just say I thought I needed it after I signed it. You know.
Lyra,
Yeah.
have you touched this? Have you touched the contract yet?
Have we gotten it out yet?
I think Elliot pulled it out of the case, didn't you?
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah, I would be like, can I read it? And like reach out for it.
Yeah. Do you you know comprehend languages, right? It's in Kobold.
I don't know comprehend languages.
All right, then Elliot's just gonna hang on to
I
it and
know
just start reading it
Draconic.
out to her.
Wait, I know Draconic though. Isn't that?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's,
yeah,
it's in
that's
Draconic.
built
Yeah, I just know Draconic.
Well, in that case,
Lyra, as you touch it, your book flashes.
Whoa. Hey, okay, I'm gonna grab that. What happened? I want to grab my.
This can now be accessed from your book.
You guys, I just added it to my Kindle.
Oh my
nice.
god, that's fire.
Oh.
All right, I have sent you the contract in Discord.
I also put it in your notes.
Laura's gonna
Cool.
start touching every book she sees now.
That's so true.
Like literally.
Actually, are there
anytime
bookshelves?
No, there are no other bookshelves in this room.
Oh. Damn. Okay. Well, hey, we can look at this anytime now. So, should we look behind the painting?
I don't see why
Sure.
not. Seems like a place to store valuable things.
Okay.
Alrighty. You guys just taking down the painting?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ellie's just gonna watch Nom do it. And sort of heckle, like, ah, yes, the professional thief.
Nam puts on like leather gloves and and make sure his fingerprints aren't on anything as he's taking
Elliot's
down the
gonna
painting.
lean over to Lyra. Ah, you don't want to leave your prints. That would be bad.
That's true. That's true.
If you leave your DNA, they can clone you.
Really?
It's true. It's true.
Lyra's taking notes.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm learning so much.
As you remove it from the wall, okay, so I need to roll. That's a lot of numbers. 15 d8s.
What?
Which one of you has the lowest health?
Maybe
Aw.
I have.
Probably Lyra.
Well, I have 35 and I have
Oh
temp
my
as well. I
God.
don't know if
Cool.
the temp
Lyra falls unconscious immediately.
Or wait, my arcane ward has 20. Does that count towards?
Nope. It is a sleep spell.
Ah.
Oh.
So Lyra falls unconscious immediately. Nom,
Nice.
Elliot, how many hit points do you both have?
I'm
I have
gonna have
48.
7 left.
You only have 7 left.
Yeah.
Nom's out.
After that, well, after the 59.
Oh, then you're good. You don't fall asleep. Doesn't do any
Oh.
damage. Just knocks you out if you have.
Oh.
So Nom,
okay.
you feel very drowsy, and Lyra, you just fall unconscious immediately.
Just falls over. Is anyone gonna catch her?
Elliot's just gonna watch you go down,
Oh my
rookie.
God.
Nom's probably still holding the painting.
Llewellyn just hears Lyra drop in
Yeah,
the other
Llewellyn,
room.
you just hear a thump from the other room.
I think Lulin would just spring into action and like finally like leave the room. Be like, all right, how you doing?
You
Um,
as Lyra hits the ground, Lulin comes through the door with enough force that the handle leaves a hole in the drywall on either side.
Oh my
The
God.
door's open.
I don't think Lulin would actually do that.
Oh, you don't think he'd Kool-Aid man his way through the door?
No.
Alright, well Lulin just kind of, what are you doing, just popping your head in?
Yeah.
When you get in the room,
a
Elliot's
simple
gonna be like,
thought
"You look
Llewellyn
quite
brings
nice."
down.
Yeah, when you get in the room, Lulin, the first thing you see is that behind the desk, Nom is standing on a desk holding a painting, and Elliot's just standing there. You can't see Lyra.
Oh my God.
Lulin's just gonna like put his like hand on his forehead, just be like, "What the fuck are you actually doing?"
The jig is up, and then Nom's gonna jump out the window.
Roll me strength.
Well, hold on. How high is this building?
No. We gotta settle the first thing first. You're trying to jump through a closed
Oh.
window. Roll me strength.
It's almost an 18.
Nom just goes to jump out the window, and you just like Gecko sticks to it and slides down.
And Nom gets back up, and he kind of like puts his hand on the wall and is like leaning and goes, "What's up, Lulin?"
Elliot's just gonna like roll his eyes. What are you? Like a fucking sparrow? There's glass there.
Listen, sometimes the clear things confuse me. I don't...
Now canon, Nom does not understand glass.
Oh shit.
What? You come here often, Lulin?
Ignore him. I'm sure he now has a slight concussion.
Yeah, ignore me. And Nom's gonna try and like sneak around.
Roll me stealth and perception.
Where's
Oh my God.
Roll me perception. Lulin.
That's the 4th 2 I've gotten today already.
So bad.
Oh my God.
Could be worse. They could all have been one number lower.
It could. That's true.
Oh my God.
Who's Lulin's rolling for perception, right?
Yeah. I'm watching Brambo's cursor.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so you just watch Nom as he just tries to sneak out of the room.
Lulu's just gonna snatch him up by the collar.
Hey,
And it just like lifts him up.
Lulu, what are your thoughts on Zod?
Well, my thoughts are that you definitely shouldn't be stealing from him.
What?
Just because I wasn't in the room doesn't mean I couldn't hear.
You're delusional, I think.
Am I?
Elliot's gonna walk around to the table and then put the painting back up.
What was behind the painting?
What was behind the painting?
Behind the painting was a like locked wall safe, like a combination lock wall safe.
Lulin, how good are you at guess and check?
Lulu's literally gonna throw you back in the other room.
Oh my God.
Elliot's gonna go over and go like full wolf, pick up Lyra and start walking towards the door.
Oh my God. Dad caught us. The fun is over.
Boom. Top hat, Elliot.
Oh yeah.
He's
Nice.
he's
He's
gonna
already dressed and ready to go.
he's gonna
I do.
close the door behind him. He's gonna stand in front of the door and look at everybody. Put it, cross his arms in front of his chest. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
Wait,
Oh, what? No, we weren't doing anything.
Do you really think now's the time to steal from one of the government officials, the one that's been saving our butt? Do you think now's the time?
I thought he's been sending us on useless missions.
Yes, and he could have kicked us out of the city by now.
Are you sad that we didn't include you? I'll invite you next time.
No, I'm
Don't
not upset.
invite
You
him.
didn't include me. I'm upset you didn't use your brain.
Listen, Lulin, I need to steal. I need to get my hands on something shiny right now.
Cool. Wait a few more days.
Oh.
Days!
Now's not the time.
The boy's an addict. He can't
This
wait
is-
days. It's alright,
And
we'll
Nom
rob
starts,
somewhere on the
scratching
way.
his arms. I need to steal.
Elliot's gonna lean down. Don't worry, we'll rob somebody on the way to the gala.
Okay,
Don't worry.
Okay.
I'm not covering for you again.
Lyra's snoring
Covering.
slightly.
Yeah, that's
Cover-
fair,
That's
thank
true.
You busted us.
You just put Lyra in bed with me.
you. Just gonna like go put her down next to Noozin, yeah.
We'll walk over to Lyra and give some lay on hands.
Oh, I'm
Wait,
not hurt.
And
I'm not
it's-
hurt.
It's
just
just because, yeah, it's just to determine who falls asleep instantly based on
Mhm.
HB.
All right, Noozin, while you are sitting here dreaming,
Mhm.
when you fall asleep, you find yourself sitting at a table, and on the other side of the table are the three kobolds, and one of them is dealing cards to the three of you.
I look around confused. And I'm like, man, Ironhoof must have given me a pretty good whack to the head. I don't think I remember the last time I dreamed something like this.
One of the kobolds looks up at you and go, "Yeah, dreams are weird. Anyway, you want call?" And he's just gonna put a bunch of chips in front of you.
What are we playing?
Biggest card win.
Okay, can I look at my cards?
You have two kings.
Yeah, I'll call. And, I guess I don't know the value of the. How many chips do I have? What's the call?
You ever tried to count in a dream?
That's true. I grab like a miscellaneous handful and put them in the pot.
One of the other kobolds looks at it and kind of nods and does the same as they're just kind of playing. You get through a couple rounds of play like this where you win some and you lose some, and then suddenly Lyra just appears in the dream with you.
Hi.
Oh, hi Lyra. Welcome to dream cards. What are you doing here in my dream?
I was stealing I mean, I wasn't stealing something with Nom.
You wait. In
then-
the dream or in real? I'm confused.
I don't know. Oh wait, where am I?
Well, I mean, the kobolds told me I was dreaming, and so we've been playing cards for a while.
One of the kobolds looks up and just goes, "Locksmith poker game."
Oh, what are you betting?
The kobold looks down at the chips and goes, "I don't know."
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't ask very many questions.
As you guys are sitting at this table, you see a very large chair appear, and then MZ materializes in it. All right, I'm gonna steal your fucking money this time. What are you two doing here?
Hi.
Is happening?
We're playing
I
poker.
thought this was a dream.
I mean, it's kind of a dream. Your dreams are just what your brain does when you're not awake.
Why would I dream
That's really
of you,
insightful.
Maze Breaker?
Well,
No, I don't think you get it. I'm asleep too. I think you both are.
I
Wait.
wasn't as of very recently.
Are we some
Interesting.
weird collective consciousness?
Are we dead?
Well, you're
I
bound to
think
the
we might be.
you're bound to the weapons. The weapons come here when you're not using us, so we can
I don't-
work out our differences.
Wait, I don't
Normally,
know about that.
normally I take Falcon's money though, so I don't really know what Noozins doing here. Lyra, I think you're just here until a locksmith chooses you or something. I don't really know. Maybe you're too close to the rest of them.
What? Huh. Okay. What? How do I wake up?
You ever pinched yourself?
I shall try. Can I roll for pinch?
Yes.
Roll for pinch.
Now, well, you pinch yourself and you wake up, and what? Just give me 4 words of nonsense that you yell when you wake up.
Oh, okay. MZ, poker, no stakes.
Stakes.
So, Lulin,
No
Elliot,
stakes.
and Nom, Lyra just bolts awake and yells, "MZ, poker, no stakes."
Yeah, that's what we were doing in Zod's office.
Yep, we were not eating any steak in there.
No, I mean, like, you know how there are.
No, Lyra, you're doing great.
Okay.
You
I
know
think-
how when you sleep and you play poker with the kobolds?
Noozin, inside your dream realm, as you watch Lyra pinch herself and disappear, MZ looks at you. He goes, "So, what are you doing here? I mean, like, the only reason you'd be here is if Falcon couldn't, which means either you did something or he did something."
Well, I was having a fight for my honor with another Minotaur, and near
As
the
one
end
does.
of near the end of the fight, I don't know how much you know about Minotaurs, but when you challenge someone to a fight like this, it's either concede or die, and I wasn't gonna concede, and Velkin took it upon himself to take over my body and force me to concede, so I put him in the bag of holding.
All right. Hey, you stole that trick from me. I used to do that to your great something or other.
You mean Olfast?
Yeah.
You used to put him in a bag of holding? Wait,
No.
did you all
No. I used to take over his body and keep him from being stupid.
Oh,
You know,
I see.
he was a strong guy, but he wasn't always the most humble, and he needed to be humble to be a good leader. You know what I mean?
I guess that's fair. Yeah.
Anyways, and he kind of looks at the kobolds. He goes, "Hey, just out of curiosity, bags of holding. Those are still in this dimension, right?" And the kobolds kind of just look down and start shuffling the cards faster.
I mean, to be honest, I wasn't really sure what was gonna happen, but I didn't need him in my head giving me some lecture.
Well, you know, as long as you didn't send him somewhere else, we're good.
I don't. What is that? What would happen if I did send him somewhere else?
I mean, if you sent your weapon to a dimension you weren't in, you'd lose your connection to it, and he'd be sent to the next wielder.
Hmm. Well, I guess
you
we'll
didn't
find out.
You didn't do that, did you?
I don't really know how bags of holding work. I'm not like a magically inclined person, really. I mean, outside of the weird bursts of magic that I get from my connection to the world tree, I think.
Oh yeah, those are fun. Those are always fun to watch.
Yeah. It's a good time, but I don't really know how magical items work, so.
Oh, well, I mean, you got some nerds with you. You can ask them when you wake up. What you got in your hand? You got any twos?
No twos. Go fish.
Ah, damn it. And he's just gonna take a card from one of the kobolds as the kobold just looks up like, why? And he was almost done shuffling the deck.
Oh my god.
Hang on. I got a bot in chat I gotta deal with.
Yep.
Oh, if only there was a mod here that could help you.
This isn't it. There we go.
Oh, did you get it before I did?
Nope, Ellie got it actually before any of us did, but
Nice.
Damn.
there you go.
It's
So
been
quick.
so long since we've had a bot.
I know it has been a while actually.
He decided that D&D was not the place to sell subs and followers.
But well, I guess I better wake up and start inquiring. That might be a problem.
I mean, yeah, that'd be bad. That'd be bad. Good luck, Noozin. Hey, when you wake up, you want to tell the other two that they're late for the poker game?
Sure. You mean Guru and Amora?
Yeah, that old bastard's
Okay.
taken my money for 300 years. I want it back.
Ah, I see. Well, and I slide him my hand with the two kings.
He looks at your hand. He goes, "Oh, you really didn't have any twos." And he's just gonna look at the two kings, look at the kobold, and go, "I fold." And the kobold's just gonna let out just a cry of anguish as he has to reshuffle the deck.
And I guess I'll wake myself up.
Yeah.
You wake up with Lyra.
What gibberish
sitting on
do
top
you
of
yell when you wake up, Noozin? Or what gibberish do you say when you wake up?
What did Macebreaker just say? He said that he folded?
Yeah.
Okay, I'd probably wake up with it would be like something between a moo and a snore and just say, fold, kobold, bag, Belkin, something to that effect.
So you
I just kind of shake my head
yeah,
and look up at Lyra, who is sitting on me.
Hey, I think I figured out what they meant by too close. I was sitting on you.
Yeah, you know, fair. I guess that. Wait, so you remember what just happened?
I do, right?
yeah,
Tim?
you do.
Oh, yeah. You know? Or do you not? Should I not remember?
No, I remember. I just thought it was a dream, and now I'm wait.
I think it was kind of a dream.
She looks between you and Elliot and goes, "How do bags of holding work?" Just out of nowhere.
They are sort of like a pocket into a small dimension, sort of a thing.
Like extra dimensional space, though.
Yeah,
it's like,
it's
yeah.
Is it still part of our plane of existence?
No,
Maybe?
not. I don't know. The scholars are unsure. Like I think it's not. I'm of the in the no camp, but I will admit
Well, personally, I'm in the yes camp because it's just adding an extra dimension, just like time except spatial. And so,
Okay.
I don't think it is,
it's
but
just like the portable hole, Lyra.
just add another
Okay.
dimension.
Okay.
Another dimension in a single spot. It would be everywhere.
I need to.
Okay, well then it is everywhere.
Oh,
Just
jeez.
localized to the access is localized to the bag.
Okay, I need the bag
Alright.
for a second, please.
Okay.
Noozin
kind
having
of
an
like- I kind of
actual
like-
freak out. Everybody else
Yeah,
debating it.
I kind of I sit up and kind of slide Lyra down and off to the side.
Gently or not gently?
No, gently.
She's like, oh, sorry, you should have popped off.
It's okay. I understand. Minotaurs are very warm.
Actually, very comfortable.
Let's make. Oh, you need Velkin, and he's gonna reach into the bag.
When you reach into the bag, you feel the handle of the axe in the bag.
I'll pull it out.
So he pulls it. He pulls the axe out of the bag, and the axe no longer looks like the shining kind of ghostly ethereal axe it was. It just looks like a strictly regular axe now.
Now, I didn't really pay much attention, but is this different? As Elliot looks towards Noozin.
Noozin looks horrified. No words. That kind of look of I might vomit. Kind of. I'm so horrified.
Oh, jeez, are you okay, Noozin?
She just looks over at you and says, "After you left, Mazebreaker told me that if you send the sentient weapons to another dimension, that it breaks your connection to them and they move on to the next wielder."
Oh.
Wait, specifically when it's a new dimension? A new realm?
A new plane?
Oh, fuck. Elliot's gonna
okay.
get 10 gold out of his patch and hand it to Lyra. You win this one.
Wait, what did we bet on? I forgot what we bet on.
Every time that I'm right, you give me 10 coins. Every time you're right, I give you 10 coins.
Oh, okay. Oh,
About,
right.
the
Oh,
little
yeah.
arguments.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. That's fair. I think I deserve 5 more, actually. Because this this
15?
has relevance to what we're doing.
Them having an argument about a bet,
fine.
Noozin absolutely fucking traumatized.
Yeah, no. Noozin gets annoyed by that. She grabs the axe to see if anything happens.
Okay, well, let's not freak out. Maybe this is a different axe. Let's empty out our bag of holding.
Yeah. Elliot's gonna reach back in for more axes.
Lulin, I'm sorry for trying to steal from Zod.
Let me try and summon him. Maybe I have to ask for it specifically, and I put my hand in to see if I can get Velkin.
You do not feel anything in the bag that feels like an axe handle.
Oh my fucking god.
But when
She
you
just pulls her hand out empty.
When you pick up does Elliot hand you? Elliot, did you hand Noozin the axe?
Yeah.
This axe feels distinctly normal, Noozin. It doesn't even feel like a Minotaur made axe. It feels like a normal, wood chopping axe. It feels useless to you.
He just stumbles back and sits back down on the, I don't know, cot or bed or whatever they were laying on before.
Okay, don't freak out. Nom?
Yeah.
Can you
Nom's
try to
Nom's sulking in the corner of the room.
Can you try to steal Velkin back through your bag?
I don't know. Am I allowed to steal? And Nom looks at Lulin.
Lulin's gonna smile. You can, just not from government officials.
Why not?
Because we're currently on a very important mission, and we sadly have to play by their hand.
Well, how do you know that Velkin isn't in the hands of a government official now?
Well, we Velkin's kind of important.
Oh,
The
sure.
painting's not really. The painting's okay. I'm sure you could agree with you. The painting's not really important. It was a nice painting.
It could have been important.
I'll agree with the painting.
I
was,
think that
it
we
was
should
nice.
check the safe behind the painting to see if Velkin's in there.
So if the painting wasn't important, why did it cast a sleep spell when we tried to take it?
Exactly.
It was probably because that the safe was revealed. Not necessarily.
Okay,
the
that
painting
makes sense.
was moved.
That's some good logic from a cow. I mean a minotaur. So
All right, fine. I'll beg. Let me get Velkin, I guess. And then Nom's gonna reach into the bag.
Are you sure you want to try this?
Does Velkin necessarily count as a living being?
That is something I guess you'll have to find out.
All right, then I guess.
All right, roll it. Roll me sleight of hand.
All right. Oh, net 20! Let's go!
Oh my god!
anyway, Mom gets pulled through his bag and dies.
So what exactly are you thinking when you are reaching into this bag?
To bring back the Velkin that was either inside of the axe or whatever Velkin is, I guess, possessing now.
So to bring back Velkin?
That's
The
very.
spirit.
I know exactly
Not-
what you're gonna do if I say that.
Spirit, not the body.
Yeah, the spirit, the spirit that is, I guess, what is imbued in these weapons.
Alrighty. Well, unfortunately, even with a nat 20, the spell fails, just based on the laws of the bag. It can only reach to the plane you're on.
Oh.
That is rough.
But
So
because
do
you
I
got
pull-
a nat 20, I'll let you pull a +1 great axe out of the bag.
Hey, you did it!
Oh, look, this one's shiny. Hey, Velkin, you in there? And Nom's gonna start like shaking the axe.
Nothing happens.
Well. This is awkward. Hey, I mean, Noozin, you can have this, I guess.
Noozin has never had a panic attack before, but she is like right on the verge of one. This is like hyperventilating. Like she is fucking freaking out.
Noozin, you are not supposed to breathe like that. I think you.
Okay, it's okay. You know what? We will figure it out. You know.
Yeah, wait. What if you go into the bag of holding with the axe and maybe rebind?
Can you do that? I thought that killed things.
I mean, it doesn't
Only
kill
if you
them. It
stay
just
in there
there's
for
no
too long.
oxygen.
No,
yeah, so you won't
there's
be able
just
to breathe.
well, there's only the amount of oxygen that's in there right now, right? So
True.
you could probably last like a minute, you know.
Yeah, and I promise I'll keep the open.
This is also
Yeah.
assuming that he's in there. I mean, Mazebreaker said that that he would rebind with a new locksmith if our connection was severed.
Well, does he travel between planes? Because he might just be stuck in this plane.
I
And
don't know.
If no one else is in the plane, he might just have to wait for the next person.
I think it. Okay. Well, let's try this because
Yeah.
this seems okay.
How do you
In the
safely
bag.
travel
In the bag, Noozin.
Is there a way to safely do that? But am I supposed to tie a rope to me? What are we doing?
Well, you'll see the opening when you're in there. Believe me, I have been smuggled through so many ticket takers at carnivals in these bags. It's easy. Okay?
I mean, we could probably also just pull you back out.
All right,
Yeah, just-
if you say
I grab
so.
one horn, Lulin grabbed the other horn, and you'll come right out. I promise.
God. All right, I guess I'll try and go in the bag of holding.
Careful of your horns. Actually, before you go in, Elliot's gonna like wrap cloth around the points of your horns.
Put corks on there.
Oh yeah, because the
Yeah.
last thing you'd want is Noozin popping a bag of holding from the inside, just vanishing forever.
Yep.
Exactly.
Joke's on you all. This is how I get my Aerococker bird lady.
Oh my god.
Lulu's gonna cast guidance on a Noozin.
Maybe try meditating when you're in there.
Okay, I'll try and connect with him. All right, I'm
Okay.
gonna try and climb in the bag.
Lulu's gonna like sit in front of you, like how we would like meditate like one-on-one.
Alright, Noozin, you step into the bag and you find yourself in a vast, empty gray space with a single hole of light coming from the opening above you.
Alright, I'm just gonna close my eyes and try and reach out for Velkin, like just mentally, and see if he's there. Since I'm assuming I can't like speak because there's not like
You can speak, there's air.
Oh, okay. But if I do it too much, alright, I'll just yell his name first.
I'll homebrew it for this because you guys aren't trying to do anything wacky with it. That as long as they keep the opening open, you can continue to have air.
Oh, okay, cool. Then yeah, I'll yell first. Just Velkin?
There was no response from the void.
Okay. Is if I walk around, does the hole get like more distant or anything?
Yes, the hole does get more distant.
Okay. So I don't want to get like outside of sight range of it, but I guess I'll sit down and maybe try and meditate, or depending on how you feel about it, maybe use my magic awareness to like strengthen my ability to maybe connect.
As you use your magic awareness, you sense a very powerful, like, almost pillar of magic off in the distance.
Okay. Then I will move towards that. And mark off a use of that.
As you head towards it, the pillar fades as your magic awareness wears off. But as you get closer to it, you see that there is a small blue fire lit and a man sitting in front of it tending the flames.
I just say hello.
The figure turns towards you, and all you hear is, "Welcome."
Who are you?
Come, sit at the fire. It's warm. Not a lot of warm in here. Not a lot of anything in here.
How? I kind of walk over a little hesitantly and say like, how did you get in here?
I live here.
Why do you live here? I didn't think things could live in bags of holding.
No, but every god needs a place to live. And he just kind of keeps poking at the fire. And he looks up at you and he goes, I've seen you before. You've gone through one of my doors.
You... At the circus?
Well, anytime you've been lost, really.
So, what are you the god of?
God of the Lost.
God of the Lost. I guess I'll sit down at the fire with him. Well, if you're the god of the lost, I actually came in here looking for something. Or someone.
Oh?
Well, you see, I had a magical axe that was connected...
You don't have it anymore. It's lost now. That means it belongs to me.
Well, I'd ideally like to get it back. Well, at least, I mean, technically you gave me back the axe, but not the person that was attached to it.
Oh, no, 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 no. Souls can't be lost. I don't control souls. That's
Well,
someone else.
It was an axe that had a man attached to it.
Oh, yes, 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 yes. The Dark Man. The man who trapped me here.
Oh. Okay. Do you know what happened to that guy?
He's gone. He wandered off. Had places to be. Moved very fast. Was very angry.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Could you give me like a direction, maybe?
Oh, you won't. I don't think you'll find him here. Tried to catch him. Very slippery. Opened the door. Went somewhere else. Found someone strong. Or not. Who knows? Could be dead.
You're not giving me a lot of answers here, that's for sure.
No, 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 no. Because as soon as I give you knowledge, it's not lost anymore, which means I can't control it.
So there's no way for me to convince you to tell me what you saw, where he might have gone.
But of course I can, Noozin. You're one of my favorites. You've lost so much.
Okay. Well, what do you want from me?
I don't want anything from you. Everything you have, I'll get eventually. If you and your friends keep going on the path you're on, eventually all will be lost, and then I'll have whatever I want.
What do you mean?
Oh, wars are great. Lost souls, lost lives, lost equipment, lost animals, lost people, lost food, lost gold. Oh, I love wars.
What?
But I'll tell you this, because you seem to really want to find this guy. I can tell you what was on the other side of the door. That's the only thing I've seen that isn't really lost because somebody already found it.
Okay, that would be helpful.
The other side of the door was red. So red. Almost painted red. Oh, so much joy from that place.
Painted red like a desert?
No, no. Well, maybe, but more like painted red, like stained with the blood of thousands. Or just a few. Again, and again, and again, and again, and again.
Would you consider that place to be lost?
No, 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 no. That place has been found for so long. They just make people in it lose so much. Oh, I could almost taste it.
And there's no way you can send me there?
No. No, I can't send you there. I can just tell you about it.
Okay, tell me what you know.
Oh, it's where people go to die again and again and again and again. They lose their happiness, they lose their pride, they lose their courage. All such sweet emotions.
Do you know how to get there?
You have to get lost in a really bad way. One of your friends may know. He lost people there. Actually, I'd argue that you should know too. You've lost people there. All the Minotaurs have lost people there.
That's what I was afraid of.
Yes, yes, yes. Now, how long do you think you'll be staying? Are you going to be one of the lost souls?
Here or there?
Well, the souls don't go to me, only the bodies and everything else. The souls go to someone else, but I'm sure you'll meet her soon enough.
Ideally, I'd like to wait a little bit to be lost like that.
Oh, to see what the future holds.
Hopefully to help people as the future unfolds.
Oh, I'm sure you'll help plenty. But there'll always be a few that slip through the cracks and come to us.
Well, and she stands up. I appreciate your help.
Yes. And also, I'll be close by. Every time you think you have something. Every time you need something. I'll be in your friend's little bag.
Interesting. Good to know. I guess I'll always know where to find you then.
And as you're watching this, this, as you look under the hood for the first time, this face is literally smiling from ear to ear, almost like the head's been torn in half.
Oh.
And as you watch this, the smile just grows bigger as the eyes grow darker, and it looks at you and goes, Noozin. You're never gonna win. He's not going to let you. He's made a lot of big promises to us. Now get out of my home.
I have to try.
Oh, yes, and you'll lose so much in the process.
And she just turns and heads back towards the opening.
Alrighty, as you head back towards the opening, it grows larger until you can just kind of crawl out of it.
I duck my head so that the horns don't catch the edge.
As
just kind of
as the
crawl
rest of
out
you
and
watch,
sit on the
Noozin
ground.
just crawls out of this bag like army crawl style.
Yep. I just like army crawl out and turn over and just stay sat on the ground. Well, I know where he is now. But he did move on. Intentionally, I might add.
That's I'm sorry.
Well, I don't have much of a choice but to go and get him back, eh?
Okay, where is he?
Noozin just kind of looks over and makes eye contact with Lulin and says he's at the Red Pits.
Sounds like a fun dance club.
It's not.
You
bummer.
all
Really
remember
open for a party.
when we first met Elnis, right?
Yeah.
And his horns were sawed off.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Elnis is was trapped in the Red Pits.
Oh.
Like I said, until recently, we all kind of thought it was a, story that you told, or at least the legend in the Minotaur colonies was more of a, scary story to keep young Minotaurs from wandering too far into Knoll territory. But supposedly it's run by a bloodthirsty king of Knolls. And they trap wayward souls there and force them to fight to the death repeatedly.
Can you even drink blood? Like nutritionally?
Yeah.
Nom finally realizing what it was that he licked off his hands. Alright, we're gonna take a quick little 5-minute bio break for
Okay.
everyone, and we will see everyone in a minute. Wahahaha.
On your evil laughs.
I don't know. I thought that laugh was pretty fucking.
We're back.
Bio break completed.
I love pissing.
Well,
I'm
thank
glad
God.
the music cut out just in time for chat to hear that.
What? I mean, no, there's no coming back from that.
Back for more emotional damage.
Alright, so what are you guys discussing in this room? You have about 20 minutes till you guys are prepped to leave for the gala, or supposed to be leaving for it.
Yeah. Well, I guess there's a few things I should fill you all in on. I met somebody in the bag.
Oh.
Would he help me steal things?
No, he would. Well, yes, but no. He claimed to be a god. The god of lost items. He said he controls your bag, she says, pointing to Nam.
Oh.
So I suppose he likes it because your bag takes things from other people, therefore making them lost. And that's what he likes, is it's not even just lost items, it's lost people in general, losing people you love. He's very, very invested in us, starting a war, because lost people, there's a lot of loss of everything when it comes to war. It was very unsettling, but he gave me a lot of
I mean, he
information
doesn't
about.
sound that bad.
You did not see his face, but apparently Velkin is actually responsible for trapping him in that dimension.
What hasn't Velkin done?
Honestly, I know. The man is just got his fingers in so many pies. But he also mentioned that, or well, I guess he didn't specify, I don't think. PT, he didn't specify who in the group, just that one of my friends had family in the Red Pits, right?
Yep.
Okay. Then I scratch that. He said that one of my friends has family in the Red Pit as well. I don't know who. I mean, as far as our understanding of the Red Pits, anybody who wanders too close to Knoll territory could be snatched and thrown in.
Well, my family's dead, so, or, I mean, I guess I never saw them die.
And I know that, Lyra, you don't really have any siblings besides Nom, but
No, but we also haven't
haven't
heard from my
your
mom
mom. Yeah.
or my dad.
And I mean, it could even be Elliot's family, and the elves have a lot of posts in that area. But
Yeah,
I don't
but
know why
that's okay.
I mean, all minotaurs are somehow affected by the Red Pits, to be fair. There's stories of, it's usually when people vanish and, no hide or hair of them is found, it's usually taken by gnolls. That is what it's chalked up to. So,
What about you, Lulin? Could it be one of your family members?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Hmm.
I'm not really sure.
and I think he would have specified if it were one of mine, but
as you guys are sitting here having this conversation, there's just a knock on the door.
Hello? Come in.
The door opens and Sed walks in a little bellhop uniform. And he just kind of walks up and waddles up in front of all of you, and he licks his eye and goes, "Carriage is here."
Oh,
Oh,
I guess.
right.
I mean, we have obligations tonight, so we should fulfill those, and then, we can talk about what to do. I mean, it's
Mhm.
not like we could take weapons anyway, so.
That true.
True.
Weapons, please.
Elliot hands over a staff.
Sed's gonna take the staff and he's gonna pull out like he's gonna just open the door more and just drag in a trunk from behind him and open it up and put the staff inside. Turn back to you and go, magical focus, please.
Okay, here you go.
I mean,
Do wizards have magic? Wait, isn't it our books?
It is your books.
Oh, I can't take my book. I really don't like leaving it places.
Grimoire, please.
Hmm.
Noozin leaves the new +1 great axe and Hugh, and then goes to change because she is not ready.
Yeah. Lyra like reluctantly puts her book in there.
He's gonna
if I
walk.
don't get this back, there's not much I can do, but I'll be very sad. I'll put the book in there.
Elliot, Sed walks up to you and you watch as like he mutters something under his breath and like an iridescent color covers both of his eyes and he looks at you and he goes, "Pendant 2."
Yeah, I can't do that one.
Give pendant. Sed keeps
Does he
safe.
mean the medallion?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sed keeps safe.
What are you storing him in?
Trunk.
No,
It's not a
extra
trunk
planar
of-
stuff going on, right? Elliot sort of looks around him.
Everybody's like, Noozin fucked this up, we're not gonna do the same.
It appears to be a normal trunk, Elliot.
All right, I need to have a quick conversation. Talk to the others.
He walks up to Lyra and he kind of looks her over. He goes, "Is umbrella a weapon?"
No.
Okay, and
It
he just walks to Nom and goes, "Weapons, please."
All of them.
All of them. No, wait. You Kobold, you get keep weapons. And he walks to Lulin. Weapon, please.
Lulin puts Nom on his shoulder.
Not how work.
No,
Lulu
we
must-
are one.
Lulin must protect the Nom.
The Nom will have ample protection from Koboldia guards.
Yeah, but me and Lulin are like one right now.
Why waste strength of guards to enjoy such a great night when the Nom has good personal guards?
Said no make rules. Everybody
guess-
else comply, only you not being helpful. And said
No,
thought
it's
you were
true,
nicest
Lulin.
one.
Let's not kill the messenger here. It's fine.
Lulin, thinking about his hammer, it is absolutely not fucking fine, Nom.
Lulin's just gonna
Elliot's.
Lulin's just gonna
Sorry,
put his
go on.
hammer in the corner of the room. And before he lets go, he's gonna be like, "MZ, if shit goes down, do what you can."
You got it, boss. When you turn around from that, Sed's standing behind you and he goes, "Other hammer, please."
Lulin will put that hammer in the trunk.
Okay. I have weapon from you. One second.
Elliot's gonna talk to Guru. Hey, Guru. Did PT leave?
Yes.
Okay. Oh wait.
What do you need, young wolf?
Oh, I see. Well, I was. Are you good to hang out in this this chest for a little bit? Apparently, I'm not allowed to bring you to this gala.
Well, it's not my cottage, but whatever works.
Well, yeah, fair. I would let you hang out in your cottage if I could. I suppose. but
Yes, but I'll be fine in the chest.
okay. Just don't dip out like like Velkin apparently.
I will
has.
not.
Thanks. As he puts him in the chest.
Everybody else like, oh no, my weapon can leave me now.
Yeah, that was a big twist I don't think any of you expected me to throw at you.
Nope.
Alrighty. So, you guys all put your weapons in the chest and said in his little bellhop uniform just goes, "Please follow," and begins to lead you out front.
Noozin comes back out in the dress, like a little bit uncomfortable, but like still kind of killing it. It's fine.
There's like, it looks so good. It looks so good.
She just kind of like, rubs the back of her head a little bit and goes, "Well, I did say I would trust your judgment."
Outside, there are two carriages being drawn by horses. One of them appears to be like a fine nobleman's carriage, and the other one is a wagon because the carriage is definitely not big enough for the Minotaurs.
Fair enough. I don't know why I expected any different.
I'll ride with you guys.
Yeah.
Alright, so who's riding in which one?
Well, I guess we're both in the wagon, because...
So the wagon.
Yep, Lyra's riding in the wagon.
Yes.
Nom, Elliot.
If Nom's going in the wagon, I'll go in the wagon, but...
Yeah, Nom will also go in the wagon.
Yeah, we're all just gonna go in the wagon.
Aww.
This is protest.
So, you all climb into the wagon and Ced just climbs into the carriage by himself.
Honestly, he deserves it.
I want to invite, like Ced, you can be with us. We're doing a non-violent, peaceful protest.
Carriage have alcohol and the door just slams. And you begin to take off, moving through the city. As you guys are going through the city, there are crowds of kobolds on either side as you appear to join what is a large parade.
Lyra's gonna wave.
Nom, wave.
Wave.
I don't
Elliot's
wanna.
sort of like leaning over.
I don't want to wave.
Elliot's gonna like hold up Nom.
When you hold up Nom, the kobolds cheer.
Nom is kind of like slouched at like letting Elliot get all of the weight because Nom's just like slumping down.
Elliot's gonna like whisper, "Talk about shiny rocks."
Nom's gonna reach into his bag and try and pull out a shiny rock. Do I roll? sleight of
Yes, you can roll sleight of hand. Also, I realized that I forgot to add doors again.
Who
hand?
needs
Got a
doors?
27.
Fuck. There's a lot of these rooms you just can't get to because there's no fucking doors.
Oh my god.
Oh, this has to be the best. Oh no, there's arches. We're good. We're good. Alrighty. These guys down here. So, Nom, you managed to pull a shiny rock out of the bag. One of the shiniest rocks you've ever seen.
Nom holds it out and he goes, "Shiny!"
The kobolds just begin screaming their approval.
Put your hands in the air if you like the shiny rock.
The kobolds just throw their arms up and scream.
Yeah, I'm looking at you. And Nom points to like one of the kobolds in the group.
The kobold just screams louder.
What's your name?
Bob!
Bob, here, catch! And Nom's gonna throw the shiny rock at him.
You throw the shiny rock at him, and Bob manages to catch the shiny rock, and then is immediately beset upon by the kobolds on either side as they try to take the shiny rock from Bob.
Oh my god.
Can you put me down now?
Sure. Actually,
Alright.
ask about a Jerry. Didn't we need a Jerry?
Oh my god, yeah, you're right, you're
Who
right, you're right.
is Jerry?
Which one of you kobolds is Jerry?
You just hear one of them yell back, "Jerry in prison."
I knew it! Yeah! Screw Jerry!
Oh my god. Oh. I knew it. Screw Jerry.
Anyways,
Okay.
I'll put Nom back down.
Can't believe you're just gonna do that, man, like that.
It was all
got no
Jerry.
It was
Also-
Jerry.
Elliot's gonna lean over to Lyra and go, "You should probably read that contract before we get there."
Okay. It's so long.
No, speed read.
Okay.
I thought you
okay.
loved long
I
long
know, I
stories.
know.
Really long.
Okay. She's gonna
I
put
think
it
she
on
only
her
likes
Kindle.
long stories when it's part of her fan fiction.
Oh shit!
You know, I am not very versed in legal documents, but don't worry, I'll get through it. Okay.
Right. Clearly, neither was whoever wrote this.
God damn.
Damn.
Okay.
Shots fired in the call.
Mhm. So fired.
No kidding. Alrighty. So you guys arrive in front of this large manor house. And as you guys are stepping out of your wagon, Zod walks out to greet you all.
Welcome. It's always a pleasure to see you. And he's gonna count you all. 5.
What is your most valuable item?
Why would I tell you that?
I don't know, I'm just curious.
I mean, maybe the one I wear around my neck.
I see.
I think it's that an incredibly smart brain of yours. Lulu's just gonna give a little chuckle and give a little pat on the shoulder.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
I disagree. I think it might actually be the thing around your neck. It's very shiny.
Wouldn't
He's not
most
wearing
people
it.
argue their life is their most important asset?
I've never really thought about it like that. I either will continue to exist or I will not realize that I continue to exist. Either way, it's not an asset that I feel like I truly hold.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that makes sense. That adds up.
Anyways, please, come.
Ellie's
Hopping
just
out
gonna
of the
keep
carriage.
following. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Zod leads you into a large kind of courtyard. Sorry, I'm trying to get Zod like on the map.
Got it. Noozins
Uh,
still a little sulky, kind of like hanging near Lulin / a little bit behind. She does not have the will for confrontation like she did earlier today.
Understandable. Zod kind of explained to them the rules of the gala, proper, eloquence and all such. So
Etiquette.
yeah, that's the word.
So,
Eloquent.
I'm assuming Sed gave you the rundown in the carriage on the way over. You all weren't in the carriage.
Oh yeah, no.
Do you all know how to behave at galas?
I've been to a few, yes.
I can figure it out.
Okay.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
There is a very simple list of instructions.
Oh, can we say cattle in there?
He's just gonna lean in and go, "You might get arrested now if you say that. Particularly in there, you might be killed on the spot."
Oh, wow. Okay. That's kind of extreme.
It is what it is on the inside.
No, I guess so. I didn't know it was that intense. That's kind of crazy, actually.
I've actually already warned you about this. We've had this
No, I
discussion.
know. I just didn't know it was like a kill on sight kind of word. Like that's crazy. I knew like
Some people come to the gala and they never leave.
Okay, so when you're coming up, do not touch somebody unless they specifically shake their hand out to greet yours. You may do this, but if they do not accept, do not touch them afterwards. Okay? Look people in the eyes, stand up straight, no rude language, no coarse language. The food that's going to be given to you, do not pick up with your hands.
Can I get a list of like the words you guys don't use here, because the first one is a very weird word to have, I guess, borderline death penalized.
I mean, to be honest with you, I would basically try to remain quiet. That's my advice to you. I don't particularly have a list on me at this moment, but just listing them out right now would potentially land me in some political hot water. So,
Gotcha. Okay. So, well, what happens if I accidentally say another word that is like penalized by death? I don't.
death may be a little harsh for some of them. You'll probably get a very, 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 very stern warning.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I could deal with a stern warning, but I don't really want.
I mean,
Like,
it
I don't
most likely
want to
will be
die.
a warning with at the edge of a blade. But it be what it be.
Okay. Okay.
Alrighty, so Zod leads you inside to what you can see to be a fine entrance hall where people seem to be gathered and kind of hanging out and enjoying the party.
Zod is going to walk Nam and company over to a table in the back.
There are no tables in this room.
Oh, hold on.
But as you guys enter the room, you see there's a large number of kobolds around. In the back, you can see Richter and some of the other minotaurs kind of consorting, and then there are dragonborn guards posted at every entrance. So what are you all doing?
Lyra's sweating. It's like, should we just go hang out by the? Is there any food table
Lyra,
that we
let's
could
just like go
stand next to?
find food and
Okay, yeah.
Because honestly, I'm not really all about this environment either.
Yeah,
It's not the best place to steal things.
yeah, we could just stand next to the refreshments table. I think that'd be a good spot.
Yeah.
Okay. Do we see a refreshments table?
You see people grabbing food through the archway down by the minotaurs. Like people are walking in there with.
See any minotaurs.
Or like way down.
There's a lot of shadows cast by the pillars right now.
Got it.
You just gotta move around a little bit, but they're just like way down. South.
Okay.
There you go.
Maybe we should avoid those minotaurs.
What? Why?
Because
why do you think?
Yeah, well, I want food.
Oh, Lyra wasn't there.
Yeah.
Lyra, that one, she kind of points out Ironhoof to her. I tried to fight that guy to the death earlier.
Did you win?
No, Velkin forced me to surrender, and that's why I put him in the bag of holding. And, the rest, what happened after that.
Okay.
I think I see a piano over here. Let's go there instead.
Okay.
Absent-mindedly click the keys annoyingly.
Lyra, do you know how to play? You seem like the kind of wealth that would know how to play.
Do I know how to play? Maybe.
Do you have a proficiency in pianos?
Oh no, definitely not.
That you do not know how to play
We
the
all just
piano?
go hide in this side room.
Yeah, Zod, you turn around and they're all just gone.
I'm sure that's not a problem.
Sure, that's not a problem. Is there? Wait.
He's
This
gonna
door's
start
open.
talking To,
As you open that door to the next room, Elliot, one of a kobold walks up to you and goes, "Coat check, jacket, please." And you recognize it as one of your 3 kobolds.
What?
How about a trade? My spell book for the jacket.
Why we have your spell book?
You don't, but I know you can get it.
Okay. But we get to keep jacket, not just hold jacket?
Yes.
He reaches into the bag, pulls out your spell book, and holds it out to you.
Elliot will give him the jacket and take the spell book.
The kobold takes the jacket and puts it on and just looks proud of himself as he looks at the rest of you. Jackets.
Can I have my spell book too?
You know have jacket.
Wait, I'm wearing a pantsuit. I totally have a jacket.
Kobold not want suit jacket. Kobold
my
want
God.
fancy jacket, and he kind of like floofs the lapels of his new star jacket. Ooh. Kobold no just lizard want this.
Oh. I don't have a jacket. It's more of a cloak thing I got going on.
Kobold hold cloak as well.
No, I don't know. I'm kind of digging this one. I appreciate your offer to hold it though.
What about you, big cow?
I'm fine for right now. I'm starting to like, wearing this suit thing.
Elliot's gonna nervously look out the window at the rising moon. What moon cycle are we on?
It's full.
He's just gonna down a moonsbane.
A moonblight?
Yeah. Because it was Guru that helps Elliot control it, right?
True. But you don't want to try and pull Guru out through the bag.
Nope.
Zod is going to open the door.
Uh,
Hey, what are you guys doing in here?
Zod, you see a kobold that looks at you and goes, "Coat check, jacket, please."
There's no coat check. Who are you?
Coat check, jacket, please.
We didn't hire a service for a coat check. What are you doing here?
These guys are really annoying. They just kind of show up and steal things.
I'm sorry, they're stealing things?
Coat check, jacket, please.
Come here. We need to have a conversation.
As you walk towards the kobold, Zod, you just watch it slide on brass knuckles.
Oh my god.
Hell yeah.
Oh, is that how this is gonna be? I'll have you know, I've fought many kobolds.
You ain't fight no kobold like
These
me.
ones get bigger.
You've never fought a goblin like me.
Fought many goblin like you. All bitch.
Oh my god.
Jesus, you're gonna let them talk to you like that, Zod? I think you could take them.
Elliot's going to the couch. Getting ready for
Yep.
this fight. Let's go.
Can Nom try and get popcorn
Noozins
out of his
already
bag?
sitting here like, oh yeah, this is the best seat in the house.
The kobold kinds of
let them talk
the
to me.
kobold-
He's gonna walk up and make a fist.
the kobold holds up its hands, but it's inside Elliot's suit jacket, so it's like you just watch the little sleeves like flop down over the ends because its arms are too short. You're holding out a fist?
I sent you a message.
The kobold is going to look at your fist and slowly pull its fist out of the jacket and hold it out to you.
On 3.
On shoot.
1, 2, 3, shoot!
Scissors.
Rock!
Bullshit. And he just whacks you with the brass knuckles.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he just full on clocks you, Zod.
Zod is gonna reel for a second, and then spit some blood, and then look and go, that was a good hit. How much money are you making back here?
We make many jacket.
Wait, you're not selling the jacket, you're just keeping the jackets?
Yes. Jacket, please.
What is your name, Kobold?
Nunya.
Feel like I've met a Nunya before.
None you fucking business, goblin.
No.
Dang, Zod, you gonna let him talk to you like that?
You shut up, replacement kobold.
At least I don't steal just jackets.
No, you steal stupid shit like shiny rock.
You like shiny rock too. Don't even try and lie.
We get our shiny rock fairly, not use bag like coward.
No, I used the bag once. I used it once for one shiny rock.
What bag?
Nunya.
Yeah.
I was waiting.
It's the same name as the kobold.
Yeah. Anyway, jacket. Just holds out a hand again.
He's gonna start patting his pockets and go, I think I have actually, I think I have a coat check stub.
Oh?
Yeah, he's gonna start patting his pockets.
The kobolds.
He's going to pull out a very, very old piece of paper and hand it to them.
The kobold's going to take the stub, look up at you, and go, "This expired 500 years ago. We see what we can do." And he's just going to step back through the door and close it.
How do you guys keep finding yourself in these situations?
As the door closes, all of you hear a muffled whoomp from the other side of the door.
To be fair, they kind of seem to find us.
It's true.
Accurate.
What, the kobolds or the fights or the
all
honestly,
of
just
it.
wacky situations. You know, I go through years without finding myself in a situation I wasn't expecting. And yet you guys can't apparently stumble down the road without hitting something that you're not expecting.
Again, I wish we were in control of it.
Well, how often do you leave your house?
Daily.
All right, well, I can't explain it then. Ever since I was a young child, it has never even been safe to leave the house, so...
I mean, nothing's ever really safe, but you know, generally you can go around without people stalking you and jumping in and out of your lives like, you know, ancient creatures.
Yeah, well... I guess we're just cooler than you.
That's
I'll
probably
have you
it.
know my body temperature is at a very appropriate level. And if you are cooler than me, I would suggest seeking a physician immediately.
Well, are there any here?
At the party?
Bed's
Actually,
in the
yes.
carriage.
Lulu's like going to immediately walk up to like Elliot and like do like a medicine check. Are you feeling all right? Yeah, he's like checking your temperature. He's like, you know, like checking your pulses and shit like that.
Just, yes, turning to Lyra. What temperature is a half-elf supposed to be?
I don't know, let me
Yeah.
check. And she pulls out her
Yeah.
Kindle and starts...
The Kindle turns into this massive, like, health specifications of half elf.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
Textbook.
no doctor, but yeah. Hey,
Here, I'll find it. I'll find it. Just let me get to the table of contents.
no, hurry!
Chapter
Elliot's
3.
not well.
Chapter 382.
Elliot's not-
Mature half-elves typically have a temperature of 95.8 degrees.
Oh, that's so interesting. It's actually a little cooler than humans. 98.5 or 95. Wait, what did you say?
95.8.
95.8.
Lou's gonna like put his hand like on your forehead. It's at least a 95.2.
Oh no!
He's slightly clammy. Get the defibrillator.
Zod just watching all this.
I do want Noozin to be kind of shuffling away as everybody's a little bit distracted.
Do any of us notice or no?
Roll me perception checks.
Okay.
And roll them privately to me.
Oh.
Okay.
Whoa, whoa. Should I roll like a stealth?
Yes.
Okay.
This is where blind rolls come in super handy.
Alrighty. Lyra and Nom, you notice Noozin kind of sneaking out the back.
Nom's gonna go, Noozin, wait, come here. And Nom is gonna, like, sneakily pull out a dagger and hand it to you. And be like, I don't know where you're going, but I got, like, 10 of these and they didn't take them from me. So, honestly, like, if you want 2 or 3, you can have these for now, you know.
I was
just
about
for-
to ask you where the fuck you got a dagger, and then I remembered that the kobolds didn't make you turn in your weapons.
Yeah, I have like 10 of these, so you know, just
I-
in case. I'm not saying that you're going off to like murder anyone. I'm just, you know.
Yeah, I wasn't really planning on that, but you know, I appreciate it. She's
You
kind
too,
of like
Lyra, here, take this. And
Nice.
Nom's gonna hand you a
Daggers.
dagger too.
Okay, thanks. She puts it in her pocket.
Yeah, Noozin will just kind of tuck hers in like the waist of the dress
If
near
you're
the
caught,
near
if you're
the
caught, just
near
say
the
it's a
hip
butter
slit.
knife.
If you get caught, say it's a butter knife.
I've never seen a more suspicious butter knife.
Although that one does have a little bit of blood on it, Noozin, so if you might want to, I don't know, like wipe it off
It's
before
strawberry.
you say it's a butter
It's
knife.
raspberry jelly.
Yeah.
It's making a sandwich.
Elliot. God. Elliot's gonna look up to Lulin and like look down at his hand grabbing Elliot's wrist and go, "Well, what about my heart rate, Doc?"
Heart rate? How many of those do you have?
I don't know. You're the one doing the counting.
Half-breeds have anywhere between 1 and 6.
So Noozin, doors on the north side of the room because I forgot to add one, but you can sneak out if you choose
Yeah, I just
to.
kind of want to survey the area a little bit before, like, see if there's anything that I should be like concerned about. See if Ironhoof and them are looking problematic.
Ironhoof and them aren't looking problematic, but they do still have their weapons.
Fuckers.
As you're kind of looking at them, Ironhoof just makes eye contact with you from across the room and kind of just scoffs.
I glare at him.
Alrighty. Is anybody following Noozin? Any of the people who saw her?
Well, do we still see Noozin from the archway at all?
I can click on your characters and check.
Because I can't. I guess. I mean, I feel like we could.
No, Noozin is hidden behind pillars now.
Okay, Nom's gonna kind of like look out and whisper to Lyra, "Hey, I think it would be a little too suspicious if I left. So keep an eye on Noozin. And
Okay.
if Noozin leaves, then go see what Noozin is up to."
Okay, I'll be really, really stealthy. Don't worry.
Yeah. Well, you proved that you could be earlier. It
Yeah.
was really impressive.
Yeah, I can
believe in
do
you.
this. I
Yeah.
can do this.
No, that was honestly that was really impressive.
I can do this.
Anyways, is my heart rate between 5 and 6 according to Lulin's measurement?
5 and 6.
Yes. It's yeah. That's fine. That's fine. Maybe you got a little
That's-
bit of a little tiny dose of the cold sweats.
Just the cold sweat. Are you sure? My heart feels like it's going faster than that.
Well,
No. They have between 1 and 6 hots, not hot rate.
Zod, is there anything I can steal in here?
Yeah, your dignity. Go find it.
That wouldn't be
Jesus Christ.
stealing it. That would
I
just
mean,
be
you apparently lost it or traded it a while ago, so I'm sure it would be.
no, but now you know that I would be stealing it, so it wouldn't really be stealing it anymore.
Then why would you ask me?
Because I was just trying to see maybe if you said not to steal something, and then I would go steal it.
You get caught stealing anything in this room, and you get thrown in prison for the rest of your life.
Anything?
Like a leaf off that plant.
If
Yes.
I get caught.
That is not a
Gotcha.
challenge.
Gotcha. No. It's unrelated why I'm asking that. I think if you
Loud and clear.
Who am I randomly insulting, Turtle?
I randomly insulted Dom. Does that count?
Never mind. I found a great one. Why don't you take 3 giant steps out the window?
oh,
Jesus.
Like a
That's-
long walk off.
All of these are just threats. One of the ones further down the page is why don't you drink some wet cement?
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
Fun fact: it's
God
incredibly
damn.
toxic.
They only get worse.
I meant
Jeez.
caustic.
Elliot's gonna look up at Lulin still holding his wrist. Well, what's my heart rate?
Oh my god.
Here, let me look at him too. And Nom's gonna grab your other wrist. And can Nom also make a medicine check?
Sure.
Oh, God.
All right. So Noozin, where
Well-
are you off to?
When when nobody's looking, I am gonna shoulder my way out the door.
All right, Lyra, you watch Noozin shoulder her way out the door. Are you following?
Yep. That's stealthily. Should I roll?
Yes. Roll me stealth and Noozin roll me perception.
All right.
Lulu's just gonna look at Elliot.
So Noozin, you immediately know that Lyra is following you. Like, this has to be the most clumsy tracking that you have ever witnessed in your life. And you know, because
You go
you're not
around
a
the
good
pillar,
tracker.
And then Lyra walks up and bumps into you. Like, oh, no.
That is literally what happens. Like, you stop outside the door to decide where you're going to go, and Lyra just bumps into your back.
Oh, hi, Noozin. I didn't see you there.
Lyra, are you following me?
Yeah, look, it's like, where are you going?
I just needed to step outside for a bit, you know? The garden out here was nice. I just needed a breath of fresh air. Ironhoof was giving me dirty looks across the room, you know? I'm just in a bad, frame of mind right now.
Oh, I understand that. Well, yeah, we can sit out here for a little while. Enjoy the night.
I mean, I don't want to keep you from, the food and whatever, diagnosis Lulin ends up giving Elliot. You might want to be there with your book to
Lulin,
stop that from going badly.
Lulin, you are convinced that Elliot is dying. Nom, you can find nothing wrong with him.
Yeah,
a little-
okay.
I'm-
Good
yeah.
point about that. But I would also literally rather be anywhere else that is not a party. So, yeah.
I mean, fair, but you know, I'm worried that they're going to like send Elliot to the hospital.
That's a
His-
really good point.
Yeah, thinking that something is wrong with him when there's nothing wrong with him.
Yeah. Are we sure there's nothing wrong with him? I'm also not a doctor.
I mean, surely the book would tell us if there is something wrong with him. The book
That's
is probably
true.
a doctor.
I probably need to read this entire book though, like cover to cover kind of a deal. Okay. Okay. Well, I guess we'll see you soon then. Right?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll be back in a little bit.
Okay, because if they like really decide something's wrong and Lulin is like picking him up and going somewhere, there's not really much I can do about that on my own.
Yeah,
Okay.
understandable.
Okay. Lyra's gonna go back inside.
Okay. What is the scene that Lyra walks in on you three?
No, he's fine. He's literally fine, Lulin. There's nothing wrong with him.
He said he wasn't feeling good, and now I'm worried.
No, Look,
Elliot looks
just
between the two of them and is like, "Well, what is it? What's my heart rate?
hold on. Feel maybe
Is
it's
it
that
too low?
wrist.
Is
Maybe
it
it's
too
that
high?"
wrist. Feel this wrist, and
And Elliot-
Nam pulls Lulin's like hand
Yeah.
onto.
I'm gonna feel that rest. You know what? This one's a lot better.
Right.
And
Oh, let
Lily's
me.
gonna like look at the other one. I think we're gonna have to amputate it.
Nam is gonna.
God,
Nam
that
feels.
As
sounds
Elliot
like a
puts his hand to his
novel idea.
forehead and just falls back.
Nam feels Elliot's other wrist and goes, "Oh my God, yeah, you're right. This one is terrible."
Okay, you got everyone calm down. I'm gonna read this entire 1,000-page textbook. And then
Elliot's dying.
Elliot's just laying on the floor with his hand over his face.
Zod, are you just gonna stay? Go get someone.
No, I'm just gonna watch.
Feel his wrist, and Nam's gonna grab Zod's hand.
Lulu's going to. You know what? No. I was gonna say Lulu's gonna attempt to do CPR, but no. I'm just gonna absolutely shatter it. Everything behind her is just gonna get punctured and shattered.
The door behind Zod pops open and the kobold holds up like a dusty old jacket. We find jacket!
You! Get over here! This guy needs help!
The kobold just drops the jacket immediately with a serious look going over its face and run towards Elliot.
Is he... Check his wrists!
The kobold's gonna grab his left wrist, which was the bad one, look up at Elliot and go, "Medicine!" and just slap him in the face.
With a handful of mud.
Must administer shock therapy, and he just smacks him again.
I think it's working, actually. I think keep doing it.
Got it, and he just whacks Elliot in the face again.
Lyra's on chapter 3 now, and she's thinking everything's okay.
I think I'm starting to feel better.
The kobold's gonna go, I need bigger hand, and he's gonna walk over to Lyra, slap the book out of her hands, and goes, "Now it's time for action, not read," and he's gonna grab her arm and start dragging her towards Elliot.
But I think everything is okay. Actually.
Slap him!
Slap him!
Okay, I'll slap him.
There is only one final step for him to be completely cleansed of illness, and he's gonna turn towards Lulin. You must throw.
Lou's just gonna look at Zod, look back at the. I'm not gonna throw.
If you know throw, Elliot die.
Zod, is this table breakaway?
Zod is not paying attention to you at all. He is sitting there staring at this jacket he is now holding in his hand.
Zod, eyes up here! Eyes up here! Is this table breakaway? I'm gonna assume it's break. Here, throw him on the table.
Lulu's just gonna like, all right. And he's gonna like grab you by the ankles, and he's just gonna like, kind of like how like weightlifters like do like the rope thing. He's just gonna like pick you up off of your feet, like from your ankles, lift you in the air, just like slam you back down. Not necessarily throw you, but once you're at like once he's like his arms are like reach like peak height, he's just gonna drop you. Which is how tall is Lulin?
Lulin is 6'8". I know that now.
Yeah.
No, 6'8's too short.
I was gonna say
9.
there's
I think he's 9 feet.
Hang on, I can just check.
Let me check my document.
I do agree with you. I think 6'8" is too short. He's definitely 7 feet or higher.
I'm 7 foot. I'm like 7'3", so I'm pretty sure he's 9 foot.
Lulin is
8'7".
8.5 feet.
know.
8'6".
Oh, it's close.
Okay, so you don't take falling damage. Well, I don't know because like the wingspan.
I'm not going
and
to take
above
falling
that-
damage because it's a non-magical weapon.
He
Like-
is fixed. And as the kobold walks back towards the door, he's gonna pat Zod on the head where he's sitting and go, "Bye, Warlock," and just close the door behind him. Zod, give me a wisdom save.
It's one of these buttons. There we go.
You guys watch as Zod begins to have a seizure.
Oh,
Oh my god, start slapping him!
wait, I don't know anything about goblins though. Let me
Oh
get
my-
your textbook.
Well, it worked for Elliot.
Okay, just let me read this other one.
No, I'm just gonna slap
Oh.
him.
Lulu's going to walk up and cast Cure Wounds. That's yeah.
Guys, this is clearly a seizure. Make sure you just hold him down.
Oh, so don't slap him again.
Yeah. Lulu's gonna cast Cure Wounds at first level, and Zod gets 2 heals.
As they just pump healing magic into you, Zod, you slowly kind of come around.
No. What the?
Why is that +0?
Where? Gala. We're at the gala.
Oh,
Oh,
do you
my
think
head
stealing
hurts.
your life would have been bad?
You are welcome to try.
No, I'm just saying.
He's gonna smile at you.
That's kind of an awkward thing to smile after saying. You were having a seizure.
Never felt better. I was gonna say as he stands up.
Are you not prone to seizures?
No. Not generally, but when you regain memories like that, I don't think the brain is normally meant to handle that amount of information in such a rapid exchange. Gosh, isn't it a great day?
Sorry, what did you regain?
Oh, just remembered who I was. It's been a long time.
That's.
That's.
I mean, all right.
That's.
I'm glad you found
Wow.
yourself, I guess.
Oh, so am I. I didn't realize how little I remembered.
All right, you're freaking me. I'm gonna get out of here.
He's gonna be just staring at his hands and like opening and closing them.
All right. While that's happening, Noozin, you're outside by yourself. Are you going anywhere?
Yeah, I'm on my way out of the city.
All right. As you are walking through the city, roll me a d100.
Okay. 57.
57.
57.
As you're walking down the street, coming from the other direction, is a very drunk man walking down the street and singing a song about treasure that he is looking for.
It's like a regular man or like a kobold?
Like a regular man.
I am going to ignore him.
As he approaches, give me a perception check.
Okay. Not nearly as impressive as my last perception check, with a delicious 9.
As he kind of stumbles past you, from behind you, you just feel this man as he walks past you straighten up and begin to walk normally as he kind of stops and turns.
Turns to look at me or turns?
Turns to look at you.
Okay, I look back at him.
You don't have a kobold on your shoulders.
I'm leaving the city.
Oh, it doesn't matter. You must be one of the new ones. Are you Stormhorn or Bold Speaker?
What's it matter to ya?
Well, we just got some very interesting information from our friend Ironhoof. And at this point, you realize that the man you are looking at is an elf.
Ah. I bolt.
As you turn to run away, the man says some words in a language you don't understand, and you feel yourself falling weary. As your eyes close and you slowly dip into sleep.
I eat it. Just like on the cobblestones. Ideal, truly.
All right, the rest of you back at the party. What are you guys doing?
Once Lilith's finishing casting cure wounds, do you need any more healing, Zod? That was again, that was a hell of a seizure.
No, I'm okay. I appreciate it. I think we have a party to get back to, though.
You say you're feeling all right.
Oh, I feel phenomenal. You know when you wake up from a bad dream and you realize that it wasn't all what you thought it was, and a lot of the fear and anger that you felt in that moment just kind of fades away into the chaos, and you realize you are who you were meant to be. Ah, great feeling.
No, I've never gotten that.
Well, there's plenty of food and hors d'oeuvres out there for you to go try to steal from underneath the other kobolds. Show them how great you are. Why don't we go engage?
See, but now you told me to steal. Now it feels more of an obligation to steal something.
No one needs to give you an obligation. You were going to do it anyways. So, either way, head out into the other room.
Do I have...
That one's not a request.
Now you're ordering me around, and it feels really like this relationship isn't going both ways.
No, Nom. We have to give the speech on your bill, and you are you at least said that you would give your support.
I mean, yeah, but you're...
So let's go out, shake some hands, show them how great Nom truly is, and I'll answer any question you want after the gala.
All right, I guess. I won't be happy about it, though.
Oh, I expect you haven't been happy for a very long time, Nom.
Oh, well, that's not true.
Alrighty.
Are you projecting?
Perhaps.
Okay.
Magic 8 Ball, is he projecting? Seems likely.
Lynn's going to walk over to Elliot and just like scoop him back up, dust him off.
Thanks.
Glad you survived.
Alrighty.
there
Has slight.
It is at
concussion.
this point that everybody except for Nom and Lyra, who already knew, realized that Noozin is nowhere to be found.
Yeah, Lyra, should we go get Noozin?
Oh yeah, probably. She was just taking a few outside.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Yeah.
if we're gonna be walking around, I feel like we should grab Noozin.
Oh yeah. I'm sure she's
I
just
think it
right
would be good
outside.
for all of us to take a small smoke break. As Elliot sort of looks around at everybody.
I didn't know
Okay.
you smoked.
I've been known to partake in the tobacco. Occasionally the wacky tobacco.
Oh.
I'm still on the map, but I'm not here.
Oh my god, look, it's new.
To the Shadow Realm!
It's a stuffed version of me. Yeah! To the Shadow Realm!
Oh my god.
I've been banished.
The rest of you head outside. Unless anybody... Zod, are you trying to stop Nom from leaving?
Yes, he will.
So yeah, Nom, as you go to walk out, Zod steps in front of you.
I'm just... What is this? What's going on here? Listen, this relationship is purely acquaintance. I don't...
Oh, of course. But we still need to talk about your bill.
Right.
Where are you
I'm just
going?
getting my friend outside.
Oh, don't worry. There are plenty of guards who are watching them outside. I wouldn't worry. Now, please. Or does await.
Okay, well, now that you've said that, if my friends come back in and Noozin isn't out there, I'm going to be very distrusting of you.
If she's wandered off on her own, that would be truly unfortunate.
I mean, I guess so. I feel like Noozin would have said something.
She seems to do what she thinks is best.
That's fair. All right. I'll partake in your shenanigans, I guess.
Alright, as the other three of you head outside, Noozin is nowhere to be seen.
Noozin?
Elliot's
but-
face is going to go serious and look at the other two and go, Zod clearly remembers.
Yeah.
We need to get that information out of him.
But first,
Right.
we need to find Noozin pronto.
Well, didn't she say she was just taking a step outside? Where is she?
I mean, she was right here last time I saw her.
Like, maybe she's in the garden eating some grass or something, but like, the really important thing is that Zod now poses a threat, a significant threat, and without Velkin or my tools, or Guru, or Mazebreaker, we need to talk to the one locksmith that we still have. Which means, as Elliot like looks behind him, where the hell did Nob go?
Zod probably
Oh.
took Nom to talk about nonsense.
Oh, that's not good. Okay,
no.
We need to
We're-
go with Nob.
yeah,
We
we're
need to
even more
talk to
split
the
up.
original locksmiths.
But where's Noozin?
I'm sure Noozin is fine.
But
But what?
I don't
She
know.
went for a walk. Maybe she went back to the apartment. Maybe she did a whole host of things.
No.
Noozin running off isn't our concern right now, is it?
Knowing Noozin, she's probably heading out of the city.
Why?
Why would she do that?
Because she messed up. She messed up with Velkin, and she feels like it's her responsibility to get him back, not ours.
Well, I'm sure it is. Quite
Yes.
frankly, if she doesn't have the original locksmith, she's not a locksmith anymore. Okay? She disregarded her leadership, and now she's lost it. We still have a job to do here. It's vital that we get this information out of Zod. The entire realm depends on it.
And out of all of us, Noozin is the strongest warrior here, out of our party.
We're not going to extract this information with force. And quite frankly, with the other Minotaur delegation here, it's probably best if she's not in there with us.
Back inside Nom and Zod, what's going on?
Hey, Zod, you're acting a little funny ever since you had that. Are you sure you're feeling?
You know what? You're right. I'm not really acting like myself. But you know what? I think would really help. I might have had that seizure because honestly, I haven't had anything to drink today. Might be a little bit of a week. How about you come join me? Private stash. I insist.
Private stuff. You know, this is just screaming sketchy all over the place. I'm good,
no.
really.
Listen. I keep a private stash here. These gals can get a little stuffy for my taste. It is a 600-year-old whiskey. Absolutely phenomenal. Goes down like water. Come on. No.
You
He's
must
gonna put his hand on
know
his.
me.
Come on.
I don't really care for expensive stuff. I don't know if you've noticed, but I've been eating like gruel for the past like 5 days. I'm not really one for exquisite
A little taste
stuff.
of the high life then before you and your friends leave the city. Come on. He's gonna put his hand on his back and like kind of push him.
Well, now I'd feel like you're just dragging me away. What are you gonna? This is private and everything. Why can't my friends join us?
Because they're outside.
Right, but
No. It'll be fine. Come on.
Nam's gonna like kind of not resist, but also isn't like willingly going.
Kind of that like kid being dragged through a grocery store kind of deal.
Yeah.
All right. So Nom, you are led by Zod to a room through the dining room. I'm just gonna put you guys in there, and we'll return to you in a second. All right, outside, what's going on?
Look, okay. Look,
I
I'll go look
Lulin,
for
if you're right,
I'll go look
then
for Noozins because she can't have gotten far. And I don't want her. She's our friend. I don't want her to risk her life alone.
well, she's not going to. If what Lulin says is true, she's heading for the outside of the. She's leaving the city and she's heading for the Null territory. Is that right? As Elliot looks to Lulin.
Yes, but her band was removed.
We can catch up. She's either going to get arrested and be in prison, which we'll have to go rescue her from anyways, or she's going to get outside of the city and we can take double pace to catch up. Either way, for the next hour, we need to be here extracting the information we need from Zod. And I'm sorry, Libo, but we can't sacrifice you on this one. We need your help in there. And Lulin, you're our only connection to Lulin, to Noozin. If we lose you, we lose both of you. We all have to stay here. Once this gala is over, we can go find Noozin. But quite frankly, we can't afford to leave right now.
Okay, let's go get back in and see where Nom is.
Lulin's just gonna Lulin's just gonna hug the both of you.
It's gonna be okay, Lulin. We're not gonna lose Noozin.
There's just an awful feeling deep in my soul, but I know you're right. That we have to do this.
Alrighty.
On the way back into the door, Elliot's gonna cast Prestidigitation and make us all smell like smoke.
All right. Before you guys get inside, so Zod led you into what looks like a servant's quarter and pulled out a very old, very expensive looking bottle.
He's gonna pull out 2 glasses and pour one, and then slide one to him, and go, I actually have something else you can have in here. One of the servants always thinks they're clever. They never know I know about this. And he's going to walk over and reach under the pillow and pull out a ruby.
So what are you planning on doing with that? And Nam is like not taking a sip of this drink until Zod visibly does.
Zod is going to like coin flip him this ruby and then take a sip of his drink.
Is this supposed to be like stolen now, or?
I mean, they weren't supposed to have it. Is it really stealing? I mean, I guess it is stealing. It's one of the dignitaries outside. I'm sure the servant will get caught with it later. I'll make sure of it.
So why did you bring me in here?
To enjoy a drink. Let off some of the nerves. He's going to take another sip. Phenomenal, isn't it? What do you think?
I mean, it's all right, I suppose. I'm not much of a drinker myself.
I don't think I've seen you take a sip. You wouldn't want to be rude now, right?
No, I wouldn't want to be rude. I'm just, I want to stay on my toes. No offense to the drink here, but I don't think alcohol is gonna pair with the party for me.
Oh, give me a wisdom saving throw, Nom.
Why?
Do it.
Okay. He hasn't drank anything though.
I
just,
know, but Zod
okay.
just cast suggestion on you.
Okay. I was just making sure you knew. That.
I'm pretty sure 14's not beat by your DC, right? Or 14 loses to your DC.
It does indeed.
Okay. Nom, you feel compelled to take a drink of this, whatever this is.
Can Nam's like version of getting compelled still result in him being like, I don't know why I'm doing this. I don't know, and his like arm is like just
Yes,
on its
it
own
can.
lifting the cup up.
It can.
Oh my god, okay. I guess I am gonna take a drink. It's just gonna be a sip though. I don't really and
You down the drink. And give me a con save.
Okay. Nat 20.
Damn.
Hell yeah.
You manage to stay on your feet. And Zod, you see that he manages to stay on his feet.
Jesus Christ, what was that? And I'm just gonna throw the bottle across the room. Or whatever he was
glass.
drinking from. Yeah, the glass.
Nom, you are very like out of it, but still on your feet.
What?
Just
What
whiskey.
was that?
Pretty tasty,
Right.
isn't it? I was gonna say as he takes another sip. Very old, very expensive. I got into whiskey making in my earlier years. This was one of the first bottles, actually.
Yeah. Okay. So that's probably why it didn't taste the best.
Are you sure? Maybe you just need another drink.
Yeah. I'm good.
Are you casting it again?
He's casting it again.
Roll me another wisdom save.
That's a 20.
What's your DC?
17.
He beats it.
I'm just gonna show myself out. I think actually, I don't like what you're giving off, and I'm just gonna like reach for the door handle.
I wouldn't do that.
Why?
The other room is filled with
Pizzam!
supplies.
And he throws down a smoke bomb. Fog cloud.
Oh, you're right. That's the funniest thing I've ever seen. As you pop this smoke bomb, you see where Zod was standing. His eyes are just burning like coals as he looks directly at you.
Nama's gonna try and open the door and get out.
You doing anything, Zod?
You hear, "Hey, Nam, I wouldn't take that ruby."
All right, and I'm just gonna throw it.
Gods, come detain him.
As you head out the door, Nom, you see the guards on either side of it begin to turn towards you. As the smoke billows out behind you.
Nam is going to, where can I do that more than once?
I think you can do it 3 times a day.
Okay, so then yeah, I'm gonna put one fog cloud.
It's
Where are
cast
they at?
on your location.
It says Saturn on a point.
Yeah, but the ring specifies that the point it's centered on is you.
Okay, so then Nam's gonna walk out a bit and then do it again, making note of the direction on the archway out, and
So-
it's just gonna dart.
As the other 3 of you come through the door, you just see smoke billowing out from the dining room.
Elliot's looking like visibly angry.
Does Nam
God
make it to
damn
the
it!
archway?
Yeah, you make it to the archway, but there are more guards now coming to see what's going on.
Lulu's just gonna look at both Lyra and Elliot. Well, I typically us, you know, physical people taking charge of, you know, things like this. I'm handing over the reins to you two.
The what?
The reins.
Oh.
Wait, so do we see Nom?
Yeah, you guys see Nom run through the archway with smoke trailing out behind him.
Okay. Yeah, I think we should go over there. Run
Does
up to him.
Does Nam see them?
Yes.
So is Nom like clearly running for his life?
Nom
Yes.
would seem visibly distressed.
No, Nam is walking out. He tried to drug me! He's trying to drug me!
God is walking out from behind, going, "Seal the doors. Gods detain them."
Get him and get out now. As he looks towards Lulin and starts preparing to cast a spell.
On that, Lulin's going to cast Shield of Faith on Nom.
Do that do?
You get +2 to your AC.
Oh, cool.
As that happens, the kobolds in the room draw weapons and begin making their way towards you guys, and the minotaurs around you, Nom, begin to group up around you.
Oh my god, are you guys kidding me? Did you not hear it? He's trying to drug me! That is not good!
Ixia's pay to the first guard who detains them.
Nam is just gonna continue to dart.
So without my spell book, I can cast the spells that I have prepared for the day, right? Or is that not how we're doing it?
I think, yeah, you can.
Okay, cool. I could cast a wall of fire. Do we need a wall of fire? Is that gonna be helpful?
Yes, separate Nom from the rest.
Yeah,
Okay.
if you can reach.
Let's to look at the spell. Create it up to 60 feet long, 20 feet high, 1 foot thick. So I just need to see.
So basically, you could divide that room down there.
Yeah, I'm gonna divide the room. So that I'm not trying to necessarily like kill anyone or hurt anyone. I'm just trying to make it so that we're on one side. Our group is on one side, and Nom is on. Or sorry, our group is on one side, and our enemies are on the other side. And I can make it 60.
Yeah, just remember, there are enemies between you and Nom.
That's fine.
I'm hoping to do like a twisty line.
The minotaurs are more
Yeah.
spooky.
All right. If you
Elliot's gonna
cast the
make eye
spell, it
contact.
should let you put down the wall.
Sorry, say that again?
If you cast the spell, it should let you put down the wall on the map.
Oh. Cast? Oh, okay, but it's making it and it has to be a straight line then?
Yeah,
I
it's
don't think
either
you-
a
I don't
straight
think you
it's
can
either
bend
a
it like a
straight
low
wall.
Oh, whoops. Sorry. I thought I was placing down one end of it.
Yeah, I don't think you can.
It's on the corner. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't think you can section it like Wall of Light.
If you do this,
I'm sorry. It's not in the right place. I could just cast it again.
yeah, just delete it, cast it again, and then give yourself the spell slot back.
Okay. Delete it? Why will it not select? Okay, I don't know how to delete
I
it.
think once you cast it again, it'll take it off.
Okay, cool.
We can hope so.
That's what it did
I'm
for
not
the smoke
totally
for
sure
me.
how to like rotate it, or if I'm possible to rotate it.
It might be a click and drag.
Maybe. Oh, where did it go? It disappeared. Oh my god. So fiddly. Cast one time. Oh, not fireball. Oh my god.
Anyways, there's a
Spell
wall
slots.
between Nom and the
There.
Minotaurs.
Oh
There
my
you
god.
go. Oh, and it ends in a fireball.
Lyra just
Rosie,
panics and all the spells go wild.
On the left hand side, you click on the measurement and then you can hover over it and delete it.
Okay.
Lyra, remember
Alright.
the lesson
Oh my god.
learned.
Deleted the wrong
Delete
thing.
the wrong one.
Wait. Delete. Oh my god.
It's alright. Anyways, Elliot is gonna pull just a little tiny ball of green goop out of his bag, and as he raises his hand, it's gonna start glowing and expanding, and he's gonna look at the kobold and say, "Freeze or I fire."
Zod counterspells you.
What a bitch.
God is going to walk through the fire and the flames.
Okay, well, the
Guitar
Nom
riff.
has definitely at least made it to there.
Yeah. As Nom is like running towards you all, Zod just steps through the fire, eyes glowing like coals.
Lula's
Where
just
are
gonna.
you running to?
Lula's just gonna look
No,
at Elliot and Lyra. I have a
Why are you
plan.
attacking us?
I have so far not fired a single offensive ability.
You tried to
drugged
drug
my
me!
colleague.
But you
I'm
stuck
sorry.
you stuck your guards out after us.
That
You
seems
set
pretty
fire
offensive.
That's pretty
to a room.
offensive.
Only after you sicked your guards on us.
Well,
No one
to
was
be
in the
fair,
fire.
It started with Nom, who was trying to steal something. So,
No, it started with you trying to forcibly make me drink things I didn't want to drink.
Elliot's gonna look at Nom and say, "What did you steal?"
I didn't steal anything.
Elliot's gonna turn back to Zod. Is this gonna end peacefully?
oh, it can still end very peacefully. Just come with me.
Don't do it. Do not do it. Do not go with him.
Elliot's gonna like look to the others and sort of like give a nod and start just winding down.
Yeah.
Lyra will dispel her wall of fire.
Good choice. Why don't we have a conversation about all of this? Hey, Ironhoof,
Yes.
I think you would agree that this gala is not going particularly well, and I apologize for that, and I do hope you come around again as an honored guest. But we've run into some complications. So, unless you would like to lend some support, you and your men are welcome to leave, and you will have free room and board anywhere in the city that you desire. Just put it on my tab.
Fantastic. And he kind of walks out, and as he walks out, he looks at Lulin and he goes, "Where's your friend at, traitor?"
Lula's just not even gonna pay any mind to him.
I would also like to know where your friend went.
We're
We
not
wouldn't-
sure. She stepped out. We haven't seen her since.
That is truly unfortunate, seeing as her band was taken. We'll check the jails.
I appreciate that. Now, what did this one try to steal as he sort of like gestures towards Nom?
Oh, a ruby.
No. Don't try that on me. He handed me a ruby. And to my belief now, he was trying to make it seem like I stole it if I left the room with it.
Nom, we really
Elliot,
have to
do
work
I
on
seem
your
like the type
kleptomania.
of guy that would just steal something right in front of the person I'm trying to steal something from? Zod, your argument is stupid.
Yeah. Elliot, does he seem like the type who would be foolish enough to steal in front of somebody else?
The person that I'm stealing from? We were trying to steal something from your office earlier and you weren't there.
Oh, what were you trying to steal from me? That's an entirely separate crime. I appreciate you know that.
Yeah, no problem. But I'm pretty sure you trying to literally drug me against my will is more at the matter of hand.
Are there any like tables around with cups on them?
There are not in this room.
Okay, never mind. Is anyone holding? No, I can't do that.
Man's just out here like, I want to cast catapult.
Yep. Just launch a glass at Noozins' head. Or not Noozins' head, Nom's head.
If I may add, Zod, I did make Nom put the item back.
I
This is true.
appreciate that some of you have sense.
Well, apparently you don't anymore. I don't know what happened to you.
If I may ask another question, Zod, does Nom currently have the ruby that is in question?
Oh no, when he opened the door and I told the guards to detain him for stealing the ruby, he threw it at me in an attempt to hide his guilt.
Uh-huh.
Well,
Not you.
Well, if he gave it back, is it stolen?
No, it is
Well,
not.
also,
That
you
is-
totally
that-
didn't.
That is no longer the particular problem, as while I understand your immediate rush to help your friends, unfortunately, the gala was ruined because the room was set on fire as Nom set off 2 smoke bombs.
Right, that
I'm gonna
are
look at
absolute.
how does Nom look? Is he like slurring his words at all?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I should probably be doing that a bit
Did
more.
we see him drink anything before? I assume we did.
No, you definitely would not have.
Rod is still holding a glass of whiskey.
Interesting. Okay. No.
This guy, he set me up. He was trying to set me up.
Set you up
What?
for what, Nom?
To make me out to look like the bad guy.
Oh, I wouldn't have to do that. You do that entirely on your own.
I mean, not. I don't think I did it this time. I mean, that was all you. You did this to your own gala.
Did I now? And why would I do that?
I don't know. You tell me. You had a seizure, and all of a sudden you're this all powerful wizard guy. When before you were just a little feeble man.
I don't know if wizard was the right word. It's on the tip of my tongue, but I don't know. Wizard doesn't seem right.
Well, he was doing all this stuff to me.
No, it definitely starts with a W, and Lulu's just gonna look at Elliot. What word am I thinking?
None of you. Well, I guess you guys would have heard the word since
Yeah.
the locksmith came back.
Yeah.
I believe the kobold referred to him as a warlock.
Such an ugly word, isn't it?
It truly is.
But quite an interesting story, actually. But if we are going to just sit here and lie to one another, Nam, why don't we have a much more interesting conversation? Whiskey, I think you liked it. Any of you?
Elliot's gonna cast detect poison.
It's liquor.
It's just liquor.
It is very, very strong liquor.
Okay.
Are you having some?
Me? No. Doesn't the recipient of a cast suggestion know that
Yeah.
someone tried to cast suggestion on them?
Yeah, I don't think
After
Zod's
that.
trying to cast suggestion right now.
Right, no, but it
Nom
you did
wouldn't
on
know.
Nom. Okay.
Nam would know. Nam is also inebriated, and Zod is also trying to tear down his character. So, you know.
Yeah.
With a nat 20, I'm still inebriated.
Well,
Well, the other option
it
was
was gonna
the
knock
other
you out.
option was unconscious.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
guess. Okay.
I know you're kind of getting fucked on the nat 20s today, Parrot. I apologize.
I really am. This is like the only time I've gotten nat 20s, and both the times they've really didn't do anything.
Yeah,
Like they did
give you inspiration for the double smoke bomb immediate escape though.
Lulin's gonna walk up to Zod, kind of like look him in the eyes, like put his hands on his like cheeks and just like look at his eyes, see if like they're like dilated and things.
Zod, what are you doing as Lulin tries to touch you? Are you looking at Nom? You said Zod.
I'm sorry, Nom.
Nom looks very drunk.
Elliot's gonna look at. Can you clear that up a little bit?
Yeah, and I'm gonna cast lesser restoration.
Nom, you are instantly sober.
Oh my, Jesus Christ!
Thanks for the
Well,
100
thank you.
bits. That's a reroll for them.
Woo!
Hell
Thank you,
yeah.
Lulin. Yeah, he kind of forcibly against my will gave me a bottle of whiskey that I did not want to drink.
What do you
But,
mean against your will?
I don't remember what the spell's called. He cast the thing on me.
I mean, you could just say that he cast something that forced you to
Oh,
drink
okay.
it.
Okay. He quite obviously casted something that made me drink the drink.
Well, that is more enlightening. Should we all go somewhere and have a private conversation? As he looks between the 4 remaining members of the party.
Well,
And
last time he did that with
Zod.
me, he tried to. He tried to. I don't know what he was trying
Well-
to do with me.
While Lulin is still looking at Nom, you would think that one of the government officials of the city would take its scent to heart.
Kobolds, you all have served honorably today, and all of you will be rewarded with 6 years' pay.
The kobolds all begin to cheer.
No, what? He just tried to drug me, essentially. You're one of your leaders. And you're
You
all
may
just-
leave and take your half day. The pay will be will be delivered to you by tomorrow morning. I appreciate all of yours. Feel free to grab some food on your way out. I know you don't normally get some.
The kobolds just mass exit into the dining room, leaving only the 5 of you in the room.
Wow, you're an even worse person than I thought you were when you didn't have a seizure.
If we're gonna sit here and throw some insults, why don't we just talk about the most insulting kind, locksmiths?
And that's where we'll end the session for the week.
Spicy.
We are not in a good spot, are we?
Nope. No,
We are not.
All right.
Ugh.
Thank you to all our players. We have Elliot played by.
it's me, Isaac.
We have Lyra Dream Shadow played by.
Hello, I am Rosie.
We have Nom Dream Shadow, played by.
Me, Gentleman Ferret.
We have Noozin, played by.
It's me, the Sky Tea. Mostly silent this episode.
And we have Lulin, played by.
Apparently the dad of the group.
Yeah.
Me, Rimbo.
Well, you are the paladin.
Yes. Well, yes. And the world's most perfect man.
And special
Mhm.
thanks to our guest NPC, Zod, played by.
Mighty Orion, pleasure to be here.
Yep, make me some rolls today, Coffee. Alrighty. Thank you to everybody for watching, for coming and hanging out with us. I hope everybody had a good time. As always,
Had to do some thinking.
thank you everyone for being here for the 1-year anniversary.
Heck yeah.
Heck yeah.
We really set up some exciting shit for the future.
Can we put up the picture one last time?
Yes. I have to change it back from the other one.
Yeah.
We are not yet a toddler.
We are not yet a toddler.
Yep. Special thanks to the Sky Tea for commissioning this awesome poster.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
phenomenal.
It's
It
tight.
came out so good.
It is
The
really
attention,
What we'll
the
do
attention
when
to
the
detail
campaign
is
gets written into
so
a book.
dang good.
I'm the
So true,
I'm the
so true.
nerdiest person up there except for Lyra.
Thanks to Sophia / Art Loves Paper for doing the art.
Yeah, if you want to post that link
It's
again,
fantastic.
Sky, you can.
Yeah.
And special thank you to everyone who makes it so that we can do these every week, comes and watches, hangs out, enjoys the plot as much as we do. It's gonna get wild.
Yeah.
But until next time, everyone, I will see you all tomorrow at 7 for the Long Night campaign.
It's very true.
Yep,
Mhm.
they're
We
finally
lost- we
they're
lost
finally
Isaac
back.
immediately.
We did.
It's because Isaac has to get to my house to pick me up. We're going somewhere.
Yeah, that's why we had to end.
Yeah, sorry.
Yep, make sure to join the Discord, join the Bits, Crits, and Halfwits army. Be sure to catch us tomorrow night because they're back in Ultrat and stuff is a brewing.
It's true.
And anyways, everyone, until next time, stay cool, find a pool, Jesus.
Don't find a school.
Don't
Do
find
not
a school.
That
Or
sounds weird.
school.
Unless you
Don't-
wanna
don't
take
find a
summer
school
classes.
either.
And stay techno. I'm going to toss you guys over to Tabletop RPG Academy, and we will see you next time.
Bye,
Bye.
everyone.
Bye.
Bye.